A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 578th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are brought to you by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit forming energy and focus supplement on the market. Be hyper-productive and laser-focused for hours with zero crash, zero jitters. Support your productivity and the show by going to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or 170. As always, we are streaming live to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, VK, and OK.ru. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is Friday. It is March 20th, 2020. Happy Friday, everybody. Good to have you guys in today. You guys are actually about to see some on-screen production here. Hang on a second. Shit. There are a lot of things that I do to prepare for my show, and there are so many steps. And again, you guys know I do this all on my own, and that's, whatever. It is what it is. A lot of guys do this. And every once in a while, I will forget to do something. I'll leave out a step, and most of the time I'll catch it right before I go live. I'll just do the mental checklist. But it's obvious today that I completely forgot to do the camera thing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna set my my camera slider. And by the way, this is exactly what I use. I use a camera slider to make the camera go back and forth. So what I'm doing now, and I guess I should probably, I don't know, I might actually do a course on podcasting. I've done this for long enough. I think I'm pretty damn good at it, especially for someone who does everything by myself. I think I might actually do a course on how to podcast, tips and tricks of the trade, et cetera, and because I think a lot of people could definitely benefit from a course. Just kind of letting them know, hey, this is how to podcast. This is how to do it successfully. I think I can probably put myself into the category of someone who operates who runs a professional podcast, a professional successful podcast. As you guys probably know, I've actually lost 2 YouTube channels. And if not for losing my, Lance Sneed, he already got it. He said the camera's not panning. He's paying attention. Yeah. Exactly. I noticed that immediately. And so now I am setting up the camera panning. But if not for losing my 2 YouTube channels, I think back in early 2018, yeah, that's going on 2 years ago, I would easily have over 100,000 subscribers right now. But I'm not going to bitch and moan about what might have been. And, oh, that's not fair, and this and that and a third. Whatever. It is what it is. It happened. And dude, I've lost 2 YouTube channels. I've lost 2 Facebook accounts. I've lost a Twitter account. And I have actually lost my SoundCloud account. That's the last account, that got, the last thing that got deleted from me. And so, and I had my SoundCloud account. I'd had my SoundCloud account for over 4 years. And, just one day overnight, they said, we're sorry, Mr. Sharpe, but you're in violation of terms of service, blah, 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 blah. I've been through it before. I know all the excuses. You're in violation of terms of service, hate speech, blah, 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 blah. So we are going to axe your account and everything that goes along with it. So, anyway. So, yes, I am back on point now. Everything is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. You guys got to see a little bit of what happens behind the scenes here at TSR Towers, Sharpe Studios, at TSR Towers. I had the show late yesterday. Like I said, I was a little bit drowsy right before the show, and I figured, you know what? Not really feeling so hot, so I went ahead and did a late show. and turned out pretty good. I had a pretty good turnout. I think we topped out at, I don't know, maybe 850 total viewers. I don't really look at my total views anymore because it's fairly obvious that YouTube they are absolutely throttling my content. I mean, as recently as a month ago, I had videos 50, 60,000 views every single day. Now I'm lucky to get 15,000. And this just happens. YouTube will throttle my stuff. They'll let it go, whatever the case may be. So I judge the success on a given podcast really not by the total views, but the total number of live viewers. So it's good to have you guys in today. 328 people watching. Hopefully we can get up over 1,000. We almost reached 2,000 last Friday. Last Friday was a great show. I doubt that we get there this Friday, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, you guys normally will hear my 3 rules for weekends. Number 1, wrap your dick. Number 2, call an Uber. Number 3, send that morning after text. Because of course, those are 3 things: an unplanned pregnancy, a DUI, and potentially a false rape accusation can turn a man's life upside down, derail a man's life in a hurry, and it's very, very difficult for men to recover from those things. But because of the coronavirus, all of the social distancing that we are now practicing, chances are guys probably aren't going to be on dates, maybe not on meetups, probably not going to be any place that you need to call an Uber. But in the event that you happen to be slaying a slut tonight, and you happen to be in a place where there's a lot of drinking going on, listen, call an Uber, wrap your dick, make sure you send her that morning after text, guys. Those are my 3 rules for the weekend. Lance Sneed said, is the podcast down? It won't let me subscribe on my iPhone. I have no idea what you're talking about, Lance. If you have a question, and again, I appreciate you being a member, but if you have a question about anything operationally in terms of subscribership and Patreon and this and that and the other, this is not the place to do it. Okay? This is not tech support. This is not email. I have somebody that handles that stuff for me. Okay? This isn't tech support live. This isn't tech support live. This isn't TSL. This is the Sharpe Reality Live. If you have any questions about any subscriptions, Patreon, podcast, whatever, etc., please send me an email, tsr@donovansharpe.com. It forwards directly to my assistant, Heather Paulson. She handles all of my email stuff and all that correspondence. But I'm damn sure not going to do it here. So please refrain from asking me technical questions about my show. Shout out to 305 Ryder, aka Miami J, with the $2 super chat. Miami J and I have been blowing up each other's phones, what with the NFL free agency. He's usually the first person I text in the morning and the last person I text before I go to sleep. I gotta quit that stuff because Devin might be thinking I'm fucking around on her. Be like, no. Don't worry. It's just Miami J. Miami J. Later on in the show, I'm going to break down a GMC holiday commercial. And again, I try to do these short little breakdowns. If you guys see or hear about any commercials that you guys think warrant a live breakdown by yours truly, send them to tsr@donovansharpe.com. Again, that is tsr@donovansharpe.com. Oh, by the way, I'm in talks right now with Joker from Better Bachelor to do a show together. I'm going to have him on my show probably, I don't know, maybe this weekend, definitely here within the next week or so, week and a half or so. And he's going to come on. We're going to shoot the shit. We're going to take phone calls. We're going to answer questions over chat. So I reached out to him yesterday, told him I was a big fan, and he reciprocated that. We watch each other's stuff. He watches me while he paints his bus. I got to find out what that is. And then, of course, I tell him that I watch Better Bachelor when I'm down in my gym working out. That's the guy that I have on. So I'm very, very, very excited to have Joker on. He and I are like-minded people, man. I am the black, angrier version of him. He is the white, calmer version of me. I think we're definitely the yin. We're definitely the yin to each other's yang. So that should be a nice little collaboration, and I'll be letting you guys know about that here real soon. At any rate, let's get right to it. So, I ran up on an article, and somebody might have sent this to me. I can't remember exactly. If you sent this article to me, and I don't shout you out, I greatly, I'm not going to apologize, but my bad. Mistakes were made, right? At any rate, and listen, if you're a man, you shouldn't really want credit for something. It is what it is. Anyway, so whoever sent this article to me, shout out to you. I might send you an email and say, hey, shout out to you. But it's an article on The Sun entitled, Dear Deidre, I had sex with 3 men, and now I'm pregnant, but my husband thinks the baby is his. Now, the interesting thing about the title alone is that this would imply that she is almost 100% certain that the baby is not, right? My husband thinks the baby is his. Well, if the husband thinks the baby is his, then doesn't that somehow imply that it most certainly is not, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is I had sex with 3 men, and now I'm pregnant. This goes back to what I always say about cheating girlfriends and wives. When your wife or girlfriend cheats on you, when wives and girlfriends cheat on their significant others, they do not use condoms, guys. They don't do it. I don't know. Listen, I don't know why that is. Listen, girls all over the world use condoms, except for when they're stepping out on their man. For whatever reason, and I'm sure there's a simple explanation. I haven't really thought about why infidelity never involves condoms. I don't know. Maybe because they know they're going to get an abortion. I don't know. But I've always maintained that anytime your girl steps out on you, she's getting fucked raw. Men are shooting their loads in her. If you find out that your wife is having an affair, you can bet your bottom dollar another man's semen is in your wife. If your girlfriend went on a girls' trip and she cheated on you with some big dick nigga named Donovan, okay, I can confirm to you that I absolutely skeeted in that hoe. Guys, I have fucked many girlfriends and wives. Half the time I knew they were in relationships, half the time I didn't. No, I'm not going to fucking apologize. If she wasn't going to cheat with me, she was going to cheat with somebody else. So do not attempt to bring the moral cathedral into the red pill. Donovan, you should have. No, I should have fucked her just like she wanted me to. If it wasn't going to be me, it was going to be somebody else. But I have fucked countless girlfriends and wives, guys. And I can't remember the last time they actually suggested I put a condom on. 9 3/4 times out of 10, I got to be the one to say, oh, hold on. I need to put on a condom. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I was responsible 100% of the time. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. Yeah, listen, man, I might have a bastard kid or two running around the country. Right? Listen, Caesar's Palace. Anybody who lives in Vegas, if you're looking for easy marks, just go to Caesar's Palace, pick any bar at Caesar's Palace, casino floor or not. Any bar between 5 and 5:30, and you will see, I don't want to call her Susie Homemaker. You will see Mary Sue, the powerful woman, right? The office job, powerful woman who has a job and is in Vegas for a conference, sitting at the bar with her laptop and her little pants skirt, and also a hotel room key. All you have to do is ask her what she's in town for, and you should be able to get into her hotel room in about a half an hour. That's really all it takes. Guys, I have fucked many wives in Vegas who were in some sort of team building retreat, some sort of girls trip, girls weekend Vegas trip. I'm on I'm doing a conference. I'm at a meeting, whatever the case may be. I have fucked scores of these wives. I almost never used condoms on any of them. Right? Well, this just goes to show, and you guys don't have to take my word for it. Look at the title. I had sex with 3 men and now I'm pregnant, but my husband thinks the baby is his. This automatically tells us she didn't use condoms when she was getting fucked by these dudes. So if any man ever finds out that his wife or girlfriend ever ran around on him, cheated on you, whatever the case may be, and the male hamster in your brain is telling you, okay, so she cheated on me, but I get to fuck her raw. I get to shoot my loads in her, so technically she still belongs to me. Not so fast, player. Not so fast. If your wife or girlfriend stepped out on you, another man's swimmers are in your woman. You can take that to the bank. This title right here quite literally confirms what I talk about just about every week on this show. So let's go ahead and get started here and break this bad boy down. And again, I'm going to open up the phone lines a little bit later. So you guys sit tight. I'll also shout out my super chatters as well as my members. So let's go ahead and get started here. It says, Dear Deidre, I went on a last-minute holiday with my girlfriends. My husband told me to let my hair down and have some fun while he stayed at home with the children. So already, and you're going to see a lot of blame shifting here. She doesn't say, well, it's somebody else's fault, but what women always do in this situation is they fail to take accountability. They fail to hold themselves responsible at every turn. Well, what are you talking about in this case, Donovan? Look, it says I went on a last-minute holiday, right? So right out of the gate, she's saying, well, listen, and when she says holiday, that's in Britain, they call holiday vacation, right? They call vacations holidays. So right out of the gate, she tells us, well, the reason I went on this vacation is because it was last minute. There was nothing I could do about it. It wasn't like this was long planned. It wasn't like I planned or intended to cheat on my husband. It just kind of happened. I wasn't even supposed to be on this vacation or this holiday, right? It was last minute. We don't know this. Dude, this woman can tell us whatever she wants. She can tell us whatever she wants to try to make herself sound less responsible. I don't give a damn whether it was last minute or not. And let's get one thing straight. This most certainly was not. This was a long planned trip. You don't just up and, oh, okay, well, right at the last minute, let's go on a trip. No, that doesn't work that way, especially a girl's trip. These bitches have been planning this for 6 months. Then, of course, she says, my husband told me to let my hair down and have some fun while he stayed at home with the children. Do you see the other blame shifting there? Well, the reason I had unprotected sex with 3 men, well, part of that reason, Deidre, is because my husband told me to let my hair down. You see how women do this? This woman, the title of this should be, Dear Deidre, I cheated on my husband. I went on vacation, cheated on my husband. I fucked 3 guys. I take full responsibility. I'm pregnant. What do I do? Nope. There's always some long drawn out, well, here's how it happened. These were the circumstances leading up to my cheating. First of all, it was a last minute trip. So it's not like I planned to cheat on him. Secondly, my husband told me to let my hair down. What was I supposed to do? If anything, it's kind of his fault I cheated. He's the one that gave me permission to let my hair down. He didn't define the terms. You guys laugh and chuckle, but this is the way girls think. When girls tell each other their licentious stories about them cheating or fucking this guy or whatever the case may be, they always remove themselves from any and all accountability or responsibility. There are literally girls out here who say, well, listen, I cheated on my boyfriend and my husband, but it's his fault because of XYZ. Well, this woman is literally saying the same thing. Well, my husband told me to let my hair down and have some fun. That's part of the that's the reason I cheated. Bitch, ain't nobody buying that. Ain't nobody buying that. Let's continue. I did just that, she says. I had sex with 3 different guys and have ended up pregnant. I am now out of my mind with worry. Guys, this isn't her. This is why we know that this wasn't a last-minute trip. This is why we know that this was in the plan all along. She fucked 3 guys. 3! She didn't go down there and have a 3-night fling with 1 guy. Oh, no. She went down there and fucked 3 dudes. Like, okay, maybe you can't really even explain 1 guy, right? You can't really explain that. Accidents happen, it doesn't matter. That's still on you. But bitch, you went above and beyond and fucked 3 guys. How in the what? Like, for serious? I did just that, bitch. Unbelievable. Let's continue. I am 35, and I know I should have had more sense. Isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient? Well, I know I should have had more sense. Listen, bitch, you weren't thinking about having more sense, sweetie. This is why I always tell guys, man, women are impulsive. They absolutely are impulsive. You can never trust women. This woman went and cheated on her husband 3 times. Well, I know I should have had more sense. Well, yeah. You know you should have more sense in any other situation, but you still went and fucked 3 guys. Now, she can get away with this. I know I should have had more sense if she had had sex with one. No, she fucked 3 guys, gentlemen. 3 guys. That rises above just having sense. No, this means that you went down there to get random dick from 3 guys. And to be honest with you probably fell short of your secret mental goal. Listen, I know Devin loves me. She does a lot for me. She does a lot to prove this to me. But never in a million years would I ever trust her to go on a girls trip and not get banged out by one of the locals. You kidding me? Listen, Devin loves your boy, but guess what? She is still a woman. And if Devin ever asked me, hey, Donovan, look, it's kind of last minute, but my friends need someone to sort of tag along, right? My friends need someone to tag along on their vacation. They bought 4 tickets. They only, one of the girls bailed out. Can I go? You know what I would tell her? I'd be like, absolutely. Absolutely, go on, have fun. Let your hair down, right? Now, if Devin was ever dumb enough to ask me that question, which she wouldn't be, but listen, if she was, at that point, that would tell me a couple of things. Number one, she obviously wants out of the relationship because she knows that by going on this trip that our relationship is essentially over, right? And number two, she is obviously going to cheat on me. Those are the things that are going to happen. Now, if she says to me, well, wait a minute, are you telling me I can go on this trip? My response would be, Devin, you can do whatever it is you want to do. I'm not putting a gun to your head. Invariably, she would say, okay, but then what? What do you mean, but then what? Would we be okay if I went on this trip? Well, of course not. Of course not. Like, as soon as you leave, I'm packing my shit. I'm getting on the next plane to Phoenix or Vegas. I don't know, I'll probably decide when I'm in the air. But yeah, by the way, hey, go on and have fun. That's how this works. She continues. I have a wonderful husband, a home, and a boy and a girl, 8 and 10. I want for nothing, really. This woman has it all. She has what she characterizes as a wonderful husband. She's got the home. She's got the boy and the girl. Probably has a golden retriever. White picket fence. She's living the American fucking dream. But she went and fucked 3 guys anyway. This is why I tell men, there is no such thing as the American dream anymore, guys. The more women get, the less happy they are. It didn't used to be this way. Oh, any woman who was in this particular situation, she didn't really have reason to cheat, nor did she have opportunity. She wouldn't put herself in that position. But this woman had it all. Wonderful husband, kids, dog. She's done it. What does she do? She goes off and fucks 3 guys. Again, this just goes to prove that no matter how much you give women, it will never be enough. It'll never be enough. Dudes all the time. Dude, men and women alike. Well, all you have to do is be good to your woman. Be a good husband. Be a good father. Blah, 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 blah. And she'll be loyal to you. Maybe non-sexually she will be. She's not going to leave, but she's absolutely going off and fucking other people. Especially if you let her go to the Canary Islands. Which, by the way, let's go ahead and continue. She continues, 4 of my friends had booked a holiday in the Canaries. 2 were single, and 2 were divorced. So they were out for a good time. What's wrong with this picture, gentlemen? What's wrong with this picture? So she goes on a trip to the Canary Islands with 2 single women and 2 divorced women. And she said, so they were out for a good time. See, women always like to characterize a man as controlling and possessive when a man does what they characterize as separating her from family and friends. Well, he tries to isolate you from your family and friends. Number one, that's half false. Me as a man, I would never try to separate my woman, whether it was Devin or not, from their family. You can't do that. Like, that's her family. But number two, the only reason men of value tell their women not to hang out with certain friends is because those certain friends are hoes. Guys, this is what these women don't tell you. Well, listen, my boyfriend or Tammy's boyfriend never lets her hang out anymore. Well, I wonder why. You guys are at the club every other Friday night getting butt fucked in the club bathroom by DJ Kick It. What the fuck do you think? What do you think he's going to be okay with you being around him? Well, if you trusted her, you would let her be around us. So let me get this straight. So if I trusted my girlfriend or wife, I would let her go to the club with you so that you can influence her to get in on a threesome in the back of your Range Rover? No, I don't think so. Gentlemen, never, ever, ever let women shame you for purposely separating them from the people who have a bad influence on them. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? There is no way in hell I would ever, well, you know what? I'll put it to you this way. If Devin wants to hang out with single friends who are not in successful marriages, if she wants to do that, she can. Our relationship is over because I'm not having that. Oh my God, that's an ultimatum. No, it's not. That's a choice. Devin can either go hang out with these slutty friends or she can be with me, but she can't have both. We as men, we don't have a problem with you going over and hanging out with Karen and Lisa and Jody if you guys are sitting around, drinking wine, talking shit about men and crocheting. Hey, that's fine. If Lisa, Jody, and whatever the other lady's name is, if they're all in successful marriages, if none of those women cheat that we know of, then listen, please, by all means, get the fuck out of our hair. You know what I'm saying? Give me a goddamn break. I don't have a problem with that. We don't mind it if you are around women who share your values, who share your relationship status. But if you're letting your wife hang out with three married women who are all cheating on their husbands, that's a no-go. That's a no from me. No sir. Those are the women, those are the people that we as men separate our wives and girlfriends from. That's not controlling, that's not possessive. That is us protecting women from themselves. Women need physical protection and they need financial protection. But what a woman needs from you the most, is for you to protect her from herself. A woman is on, how can I put this? A woman's default setting is self-destruction. It is always self-destruction. If a woman is not under the guidance and tutelage of a man, she will self-destruct. She does it, dude, she'll do it with drugs. Most women do it with alcohol and sex. That's what this is. Women have habits that run on autopilot that always put them in positions to self-destruct. At bars, at clubs, alcohol, cock, everywhere. I can't, in good conscience, knowing what I know about women and the dating world, I can't in good conscience allow my woman to put herself in a position that not only threatens a relationship, but that where she self-destructs. Women cannot be left to their own devices. The proof of that is all around us. Look at the dating market. Look at the state of marriages. Women now have complete control of the dating market. It is a complete shit show. This is what happens when you give women control over anything. They completely fucking destroy it. The dating market, their children, the court systems. I could go on forever, but you guys get the point. This man's problem is that he doesn't understand that a woman's default programming is to self-destruct. So when you put her in an environment that facilitates that self-destruction, she is going to self-destruct. This is simple mathematics, guys. This is simple mathematics. Let's continue. One girl's mom got ill, so they asked if I'd like to go in her place, and my husband was all for it. Here we've already detected our first lie. At the top of the paragraph, she said 4 of my friends had booked a holiday in the Canaries. 2 were single and 2 were divorced. So if these girls were looking to go to the Canary Islands to slut it up, number one, that's only 4 friends, right? That's 4 friends, 4 tickets, right? So one girl's mom got ill, so they asked if I'd go in her place, right? That leaves out a girl. So now there are 5. She told us there were 4. Now she's telling us 5. No, there never was a 5th person. One girl's mum was never going to join them in their little fuck fest. No, this was the bullshit excuse that she told Deidre to give herself an excuse to go on vacation. What happened was her 4 slutty friends said, hey, come with us. We're going down there to have a good time. And she said, you know what? I need to get some dick. I think I'm going to leave George at home and go get ass fucked by, whatever the locals' names are down in the Canary Islands. That's how that works. There was no 5th person. This was not last minute. This was 4 of her slutty friends, 2 single, 2 divorced, 4 slutty friends who all wanted to go on vacation. Guess what? There was never a 5th ticket. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, there was. It was hers. Nobody's mom got sick. There's no way that a 30-something-year-old woman is going to call up, hey, Mom, me and 4 of my slutty friends are going to go to the Canary Islands. We're going to go get random dick. You want to come? No, that doesn't happen. The girl's mother would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, go. Fuck that. Have a good time. No, that was her excuse. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why you can never, ever trust what a woman says about any given situation. Not only do they leave stuff out, they flat out lie about it. All of this is lies. 110% this is a lie. Nobody got sick. She planned to go on this trip 6-7 months in advance. She's just telling this to Deidre to remove herself from accountability. Let's continue. It was like I was 20 again. We met a group of men in their late 20s. They'd been students together and had a few days away every year as a sort of reunion. They were also letting their hair down. Right. So letting their hair down seems to be code for going out and getting fucked, right? Like when a guy, like again, that's why these girls did this. They just wanted to go get fucked. Oh yeah, these guys were also letting their hair down. Newsflash, miss. Guys are always letting their hair down. We're always looking for pussy. In our late 20s, man, these guys are walking boners. Get up out of here with that nonsense. Well, they were letting their hair down too. So again, she's almost trying to half blame the guys too. Well, everybody was letting their hair down, so I guess I may as well join in too. Pardon me. Anyway, we all had a lot to drink. Area code 912, you call here one more time, motherfucker, I'm gonna block you. Quit calling. I hate it when these motherfuckers... Hey, if you want to watch the show, come to youtube.com, man. Or Twitter, or Facebook. Quit calling the goddamn show. I'm not ready to take calls yet. God damn it. I'm going to block his ass next time he calls. And I just farted. Hope you guys didn't hear that. Anyway, we all had a lot to drink. Boom, there's another excuse. We all had a lot to drink. Do you see how she, as the story goes on, guys, she further and further breaks herself off from responsibility, right? Blame shift number one. It was a last-minute trip. I shouldn't have even been on this trip. Blame shift number 2. My husband gave me permission to let my hair down. Blame shift number 3. Well, one girl's mom got sick and they asked if I could go in her place. I didn't decide to go. They asked me. What was I supposed to say? Blame shift number 4. We all had a lot to drink. So now she's blaming it on the alcohol. We all had a lot to drink and went for an evening stroll along the beach. The guy walking beside me put his arm round my shoulder and whispered that he thought I was gorgeous. The best looking person or the best looking in our group. Yeah, the reason why this guy put his arm around her shoulder is because she was giving off what alpha male strategies called choosing signals. Or also better known as indicators of interest. Guys don't randomly put their arm around women if they aren't signaling for him to do that. He didn't just pull the old school 80s, right? We've all heard of that. She wants us to think that he just randomly decided, well, this guy just decided to put his arm around my shoulder. No, he did this because you flirted with him. That's the part she's leaving out. See how she skipped all this? She said we had a lot to drink and went for an evening stroll along the beach. Well, we had a lot to drink, but a lot happened between the drinking and the evening stroll on the beach, right? Like there was flirting involved, right? Then on the evening stroll on the beach, there was more flirting involved. So much so that the guy felt comfortable enough, thanks to her flirting, indicators of interest, choosing signals, to put his arm round your shoulder and whispered that he thought you were gorgeous. What the hell? He's not just going to randomly say that to a chick that's not showing him any interest. Again, this woman is trying to make us think that the stars just aligned and she just magically opened her legs. No, it didn't happen this way. This woman had it in her mind to cheat, but she's going to blame it on everybody but herself. She blamed it on a last-minute trip, blamed it on her husband. Husband gave her permission to. Blamed it on her friends. Well, their friends asked me to. Blamed it on the alcohol, right? Oh, we all had been drinking a lot, and now she's blaming it on some guy's random affection. No, sweetie. No. This was all by design. You knew what was going to happen. And oh, by the way, she felt the need to tell us that he was the best looking in our group. Even when girls are telling stories of their even when girls are telling us stories about how they have cheated, they always got to make sure that they're still desirable. Yeah, well, he's the best looking guy in our group. What difference does that make? You fucked him. What difference does that make? Well, it makes all the difference in the world to the woman telling the story, because she wants us to know, or it wants us to think that, hey, listen, I cheated on my husband, but guess what? He was the best looking guy in our group. I'm still fuckable. Let's continue. I was flattered, she says. My husband never gives compliments. More blame shifting, guys. My husband never gives compliments. Right? There are so many women who cheat on their boyfriends and husbands, and a go-to excuse is, well, he wasn't attentive to my needs, right? He wasn't this, he didn't that, he was never around. Whether that's true or not doesn't really matter. And if we know anything about men these days, men are all here's the thing. The reason why women cheat on their men is because they're too supplicating. They attend too much to their needs. They give their wives too much attention, right? I always say, make her earn your attention, right? But if we go back to the top, hang on a second. She said, I have a wonderful husband I want for nothing. So 3-4 paragraphs ago, she said, I have a wonderful husband, yet my husband never gives me compliments. When a woman talks about her wonderful husband, the first thing they usually talk about is the fact that he compliments her all the time. You see how she's doing this? She's going back and forth. I have a wonderful husband. I should have had more sense. My husband never gives me compliments. Which is a bitch, right? Whether her husband gives her compliments or not, we'll never know. But I'm going to put my money on he does give her compliments. And the reason why we know he gives her compliments is because, A, she cheated on him. When you compliment your wife too much, when you compliment your girlfriend too much, they take that attention for granted, and they go after somebody who doesn't give that to them. Now, of course, this was a vacation situation, right? This guy was running slutty MILF game. Hey, you're so gorgeous. Well, my husband never gave me compliments. That's why I cheated. No, sweetie, you said you had a wonderful husband. You're not allowed to use that excuse. Was he a wonderful husband or not? Like, which is it? Right? It doesn't matter. You cheated on your husband. That's all there is to it. Had unprotected sex. Don't give me this bullshit about my husband never gives me compliments. Bitch, that's the oldest excuse in the book. He wasn't attentive to my needs. He never gives me compliments. Okay, so your husband never compliments you, so what are you going to do? Get butt fucked by 3 guys on vacation? That warrants you cheating on him 3 times? When he whispered again, this time to go back to his room with him and leave the others to get on with their walk, I said okay. I woke up next to the guy in the morning. It was only then that I realized I didn't even know his name. But I had given myself permission to go wild. But, she says, I had given myself permission to go wild. During the rest of the holiday, I then had sex with another 2 guys. Ay. I was on the pill, so I thought I was safe. But I had an upset tummy while I was there, and I guess that meant it didn't work. Ooh, this is a very telling paragraph. Let me read that one more time. I was on the pill, so I thought I was safe, but I had an upset tummy while I was there, and I guess that meant it didn't work. When she says the pill, She is either talking, let's just say for the sake of argument, that she's talking about birth control pills, right? Birth control pills. Why would you be taking birth control while you're married? You have 2 kids. You just said you're pregnant and your husband thinks it his, which means he doesn't know you're on the pill, right? But we know she's not on the pill because she ended up pregnant. So the pill she was talking about, I guess it didn't work. That's the plan B. That's the plan B pill. Gentlemen, that is the plan B pill. She said, I was on the pill, so I thought I was safe, but I had an upset tummy while I was there, so I guess that means it didn't work. There's no such thing as last-minute birth control unless, of course, we're talking about the plan B pill. Yeah, that's right. That's why this is another reason why we know this trip was long planned. How much you want to, and get this, gentlemen, and listen, all the slutty stuff that goes on vacation, I can imagine there are probably stores around that have the plan B pill. Maybe some of it's bootleg, maybe some of it's not. But my guess is that she probably didn't do that. She probably had the plan B pills on her before she went on this trip. That's the pill she's talking about. She can't, listen, she's not talking about birth control pills because number one, she's married, and there's no reason to take birth control while you're married unless you and your husband are planning not to have children. And oh, by the way, the husband thinks it's his. He's not pissed off because he doesn't know she's on the pill. He thinks he knocked her up, which means that he didn't know she was on birth control, which means she wasn't on birth control, right? Number two, we absolutely know it is 100% the plan B pill because she says, I guess that meant it didn't work. She could be talking about nothing else. That's how this goes. My husband is delighted. I am expecting another child. This is why we know she was not on birth control. But I don't even know who is the dad. Should I confess? Ay, ay, ay. Let's listen to what Deirdre says. I'm going to send a quick text to Devin because I can smell the litter box. And if I can smell the litter box, it's time to clean out the litter box. So just give me a second. Check the litter boxes. I've got the door to my studio open today because it's 70 fucking degrees and muggy out here in Philly. And, of course, right on cue, in walks one of my cats. All right. So, Deidre says, start by telling your GP, I guess that means general practitioner, or midwife to be sure of when you conceived. Official pregnancy dating is from the start of your last period, so this could be your husband's baby after all, she asks. Assuming you did conceive on holiday, think of the repercussions of telling him what you got up to and the fallout for your children. So right here, she's not directly telling her to keep it from her husband. She's sort of indirectly telling her, listen, if you did get knocked up by one of these motherfuckers, right? If you did get knocked up by one of these dudes, think of how it will destroy your family. Think about the repercussions and the fallout for your children. Guess what, Deidre? She should have thought about this before she opened her legs and listen, man. If she used condoms, she's still a slut, but goddamn, at least you use condoms, right? At least you used condoms. No, this woman got raw dogged by 3 dudes, man. 3 dudes. She should have thought about this before she went on vacation or holiday to get raw dogged by 3 random men. Here's another thing that I'm going to point out. Whenever women will never admit to cheating. They'll never admit to cheating. You have to catch them in the act or show them irrefutable proof that they are cheating. And this usually means cock in vagina. You can't look, if you showed her footage of her going into some hotel room with a guy, she'll come up with some excuse. She'll never admit it. Well, that was for work. He was giving me a presentation. Women know that you don't really know. Even if you know, they know that you can't unequivocally prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that they let another man stick his dick in her. Well, this is you kissing the guy outside the hotel room, then going in the hotel room. right? Well, we were reenacting a part for a play. Listen, women will never, ever tell you that they cheated on you. Unless, of course, something happens that causes them to stop the cheating, or she gets pregnant, right? And even then, she won't tell you. She'll have that kid and keep that secret. She will take that to her grave, guys. If you decide to keep it all to yourself, Deidre continues, you need to keep that secret forever. And to be sure, the friends you holidayed with will keep their mouths shut too. And herein lies the issue for a slutty little housewife. Women are never friends forever. There are very few lifelong friends. If this woman met these women when they were kids, she might have a chance to get away with it. Even still, they've got her right where they want her, if they really want to screw over. Now, when she has the kid and makes the announcement to her friends that she is pregnant, they're not going to be, they'll be happy for her out in the open, up front, but they'll be like, you know what? She fucked 3 dudes when she was on vacation. Like, that might not be his kid. That might not be her husband's kid. They will think about this. They'll have conversations with her, and she'll say, no, of course it's his kid. It has to be. Because I conceived the week after we got back. I mean, dude, you could be 1 week premature. You could be 1 week, I don't know, post-mature. I don't know if there's a post-mature pregnancy or whatever. I don't know. Right? But the point is that women could lie about that stuff, right? Well, we conceived on XYZ date. Dude, my ex-wife Darcy lied to me about when she conceived her child. Well, guess what? 5 years later, she told me that, nope, like fucked another dude. My daughter's father that signed the birth certificate, not really her father. She doesn't know this, and neither does dad. Right? Girls will absolutely positively, God damn it, why is this thing disappearing? Take it to her grave. When this is sorted. Oh, anyway, let me finish my thought. If she pisses off one of her friends, or one of her friends actually wants to threaten to maybe blackmail her, now she's fucked. One Cynthia G actually had this happen to her not too long ago. I think it was like a year and a half ago. She was fucking another YouTuber. His name was Robert somebody. I don't follow that community. I don't follow all that fuckery. But dude, it was hard not to find out about. It was all over YouTube. Cynthia G pregnant by some dude or whatever. You want to know how everybody found out? Cynthia G's friend outed her. That's right. Cynthia G's friend outed her. She's got 4 females who know what the fuck she got up to. Right? Can she really count on those women to keep their mouths shut? My guess is that she'll lie to her friends and say, listen, no, there's no way that I conceived. She can say, I use condoms for everybody. This is how stupid Deidre is. If I'm advising this woman, I'm like, well, listen, you don't need to tell your friends anything. You don't need to tell them to keep their mouths shut because they don't know you had unprotected sex with these 3 guys, do they? Did you tell them that you didn't use condoms? No, I didn't. Okay. You can just say they use all of them use condoms. Nope. Deirdre's like, just make sure they keep their mouths shut. So this Deirdre lady, she has no idea what she's talking about. Like, if she really wants to help this bitch get away with committing paternity fraud, bitch, you got to go all the way. She's not even smart enough to ask the right question. She's not even smart enough to say, listen, your friends weren't there when cock entered vagina. They don't know that those guys had used protection. They don't know that they didn't. You can use that. You can use that uncertainty to balance the conception date and all that. You can manipulate that. Friends are not a problem. No, she's advising her. Listen, if you decide to take this secret to your grave, you need to go to your friends and make sure they keep their mouths shut. So what she's doing is literally going to her friends and admitting, listen, I had unprotected sex with 3 guys, and the baby that I'm carrying might not be my husband's. Would you mind keeping this secret for me? They're like, whoa, wait, you had unprotected sex? I didn't know that. I didn't even think about that. Deidre has no idea. She has no idea what the fuck she's talking about here. When this is sorted, she says, try giving your husband a compliment sometimes. This may boost his confidence and encourage him to do the same. Think about arranging some reciprocal babysitting too, so you and he can have some fun times out together. Unbelievable. So having, listen, there's a 75% chance that this kid does not belong to her husband. She has she was obviously ovulating when she went down there. That's part of the reason why she decided to slut it up, right? But she has four kinds of semen swirling around in her. There are four men's semen loads floating around her. Guess what? Husband's semen loads are outnumbered 3-1. Hey, you want to know something? Dude, she probably fucked them all multiple times. So now the odds are even longer that the kid is his. You see what I'm saying? So chances are this kid is not his. But then Deidre says, hey, listen, give him compliments sometimes. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Maybe she got it mixed up with another column she was answering. But then she said, think about arranging some reciprocal babysitting so you and he can have some fun times together. So instead of telling this woman, listen, do not put yourself in this situation again, she's saying, well, listen, in the future, set up reciprocal babysitting. You can babysit while he's out having his fun, and he can do the same for you. Like, bitch, she just got knocked up when she headed to the fucking Canary Islands. Why in the world are you advising this woman to put herself in position to have the same thing happen again? This woman, Deidre, oh my God. She has no idea what she's talking about. She's fucking stupid, is what she is. Ay. All right. Man, oh man. 1,240 people watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me quickly shout out my super chatters here. Lance Sneed with the $2 super chat says he is testing. Pug Dad with the $5 super chat says Netflix and chill is now the only option for these thoughts now that restaurants are on a lockdown. Yeah, that's true. Mike Free says sports related. Congrats on big play Slay. What did you think about my Cards fleecing the Texans for DeAndre Hopkins? Oh my God, yo. Dude, Bill O'Brien reminds me a lot of Chip Kelly. When Chip Kelly was here in Philadelphia, he was actually a pretty good coach. Like, a lot of people think that Chip Kelly was a bad... No. He won 10 games the first 2 seasons he was in Philly, led us to the playoffs one of those times. Nick Foles under Chip Kelly threw 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Chip Kelly was a good coach, not such a GM. He traded away Shady McCoy. He let Jeremy Maclin walk. He traded away all our good players. Right? The Eagles got good again when we fired Chip Kelly, the coach and the GM, and put Howie Roseman back. Well, Bill O'Brien is a pretty good head football coach. The Texans go to the playoffs just about every year. He's a bad GM. He traded Jadeveon Clowney, and now he traded DeAndre Hopkins for basically a bag of footballs. That's what I think of that. Grovelite with the $5 super chat says, I would love your tricks on podcasting. I'm almost done with my podcast audio. Just got to get the video down. Audio is almost done. Good stuff. Miami J, of course, with the $2 super chat. Josh Jericho with the $10 super chat says, a face for radio and a voice for print. Yes. That is Joker's moniker. Miami J with a $5 super chat says, Vegas bachelorette parties and Miami spring breakers, 2 easiest targets ever. Donovan and I can, dude. Yes, we can. We can attest. Miami J lives down there in Miami. Girlfriends, wives who are on spring break, dude, they're down there to get a train run on them. They want to get butt fucked by the hottest guy with the biggest abs. That's what they're down there for. Chris Hine says paternity fraud needs to find a place in our legal system. Keep up the great work, D Sharpe. Appreciate that. Charles Reinhardt, $5 super chat, says the husband is a simp for allowing her to go on the trip. I did the same thing and got burned. These slurs are horrible. Slur is a slut and a whore. Yeah, listen, I will never tell Devin what she can or can't do, right? All I can communicate to her is, listen, if you do X, I'm going to do Y. So people say, well, oh my God, Donovan's got Devin locked up in a cage. He doesn't let her. I'll let Devin do whatever the hell she wants. Listen, there is nothing that she can't do. If she wants to flirt with guys, if she wants to go to the bar, listen, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. but then I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And if my girlfriend knowingly puts herself and our relationship in danger when she puts herself in positions and environments that are conducive to cheating, I'm out. She knows this. Playboy Hitch Jr. with a $2 super chat says, hey, use this Lysol for these cretins. That's funny. Octavius Mewborn Jr. with the $5 super chat says, they do not require men to use condoms when they cheat. Listen, I fucked many girlfriends and wives, and almost none of them stop me before I stick my dick in them and say, hey, don't forget to put on the condom. Real talk. Charles Merchant with the $20 super chat says, damn, she's a real dumpster. Usually they stop sleeping with their husband, but she's going meat with everyone, including her hubby. Amazing. Yeah, dude. Yep. Ayan Prasad with the $5 Canadian. I think that's what that is. Says, these females ain't loyal. I've seen this story way too many times. You better believe it. Lance Sneed with another $10 super chat says, my eyes are wide open now. Thanks, Donovan. Looking forward to the show with Joker. Appreciate that. I Bramblebush says, Chip KKK Kelly. Don't be that guy, Bramblebush. Don't be that guy. Just because... Guys, don't let the narrative... Like, seriously, Bramblebush, like, you're smarter than that. You understand? Like, dude. Chip KK Kelly? Come on, man. Like, you're a fucking football coach. You can't really afford to be racist. Jesus. You weren't there, so you don't know. Let's be very, very careful with those assertions. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines. 914-205-5356. I'm going to let you guys line up in the queue. I'm going to put the... Hang on a second. Yeah, there you go. The number is now on your screen. While we are waiting for you guys to queue up, I am going to... wait a minute. I'm going to break down a commercial. This is a GMC commercial. Pardon me. This is a GMC commercial that played over the holidays. I think it's actually been... I think they've actually played it over the last couple of holidays. I think I saw this particular commercial, I think 2, maybe 3 years ago. And so I'm going to break down this commercial. It's like a 20, 30-second spot. And then if we have any callers on the line, I'll answer those calls as well, and we'll see what's going on with that. So we're going to go ahead and break down this commercial, and away we go.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it.
Now, let me stop right there. This is actually a second version of this commercial, guys. He doesn't say, I love it in the first commercial. And I actually looked for this version of the commercial. For whatever reason, it doesn't exist anymore, right? So the first time she says, I did some shopping, she says, I got one for you, one for me. She says, in the first commercial, I kid you not, he says, oh, right? Area code 240, what I need you to do is I need you to call back, stop pressing 1 to get to the front of the queue. Area code 240, call back, don't cheat, and press 1 to get to the front of the queue. I'm going to start doing that to you guys. I don't like it when you guys do that, man. If you want to call in, that's fine, but don't try to put yourself ahead of people. I see when you guys do it. Don't do that. Wait in line like everybody else. Let's try to be polite here. Come on, man. You got a half an hour to call in. There's room for everybody. All right. So in the first version, he says, "Oh," but my guess is they probably said, "Oh, wait a minute. We're getting a lot of blowback for this commercial as it is." And the guy is acting like a woman when he says, "Oh," because that's what women do. I guess they cleaned up their act.
I got us a little something too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
This dude bought this woman a car. Let me rewind this. Oh, I got it exactly right. Let me rewind this. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to enlarge this, and I'm going to zero in on something, and I think you guys probably know where I'm going with this. I'm going to zero in on something just so we can get straight what's really going on here. That is her left hand. Do you guys see a wedding ring on her left hand? No wedding ring on her left hand. There's no wedding ring on his left hand, which means what, guys? They're not married. Ooh, wait a minute. I made it disappear. Hang on a second. Shit. They are not. Okay, there we go. These two people are not married. So this man has bought a woman he is not married to a brand new fucking car. Guys, listen, this is the woman. This is the kind of woman that would go and cheat on her boyfriend and have unprotected sex with 3 men while on vacation, on a last-minute vacation with her girlfriends. Guys, unless she earns it, don't reward her. Too many men reward their women just because they're women. Make her earn it. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing, a woman who is not married to you, who has not bared your children, can do to earn a fucking car. Are you serious with this? Listen, I love Devin. She's done a lot for me. I would never buy her a fucking car. I could buy her a car right now if I wanted to. Real talk. I'm not gonna do it. Bitch, you ain't, well, I don't mean to call her a bitch, but goddamn it. Like, bitch, you ain't had my kids. Devin hasn't carried my kids. Yeah, she sucks my dick and she does it all with in high heels and a smile, but goddamn it, you ain't carrying my goddamn kids. Fuck that. I'm not buying you no goddamn car. Fuck, dude, get the fuck out of here. I'll take her to the beach. I'll take her on trips. I'll show her a good time. I'll not dump you. I will continue to allow to be around me. And I know people are thinking, damn, I wonder if Devin's watching. Yeah, she probably is. She probably is. And guess what? I'm still going to get my dick sucked tonight after all of that. Why? Because she knows what's up, man. She knows she's got to earn that. Dude, dude, never ever buy a bitch a car, guys. Never. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's continue.
One for you, one for me.
I love it.
Watch this shit.
That's a little something too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
You fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? This dude buys this bitch a brand new car. Buys himself a truck. Buys her, I guess, the GMC Acadia. I guess what that guess. Look at the girl on your screen. Brand fucking new car. Free and clear. Fully paid for. No, she decides she wants his truck, and he's like, that's supposed to be, I love it. So what does he do? What does he do? He concedes. He concedes. Oh, I like red. So you're going to let your girlfriend, the person that you're not married to, you're going to buy her a car, then you're going to let her reject your gift and take the one you bought for yourself? Guys, listen, this is exactly why women are the way they are, man. We got so many dudes. I saw this one meme on Facebook. This one picture on Facebook where a guy is on his knees and he's got like a bag of Cheetos and something else. This is the key to a long and happy relationship. This is the key to a long and happy relationship. Yet, we got 35-year-old women who says, my husband is wonderful. I want for nothing. Went and fucked 3 guys on vacation, and now she's probably carrying one of their kids and not his. You guys see a pattern here? The better you treat women, the worse they treat you. Actually, I'll put a caveat with that. The better you treat women well for nothing, the worse they treat you. If you only reward your woman when she is worth being rewarded, she will continue to treat you with respect. But if you reward her just for opening her legs, something she's done for 674 other people, meaning you ain't special, she will cheat on you. You have to make her earn your affection, gentlemen. You have to make her earn gifts. Don't just give around and give these bitches anything. Devin just texted me. She said, would you buy me a... Devin says, would you buy me a go-kart? Would I ever buy Devin a go-kart? Let me think. Would I ever buy Devin a go-kart? You know what? I suppose I probably would. Actually, here's what I would do. I'd buy myself 2 go-karts, and then I would allow you, Dev, to drive one of them because I can't drive them both at once. There we go. Little tongue-in-cheek there. See, Dev knows. She understands. She understands. That's actually not a good... That's actually a pretty damn good idea, buy a go-kart. But where the fuck would we drive them, right? Damn, that's not a bad idea, man. Anyway, let me get back on track. See, now I'm intrigued. I'm on here talking about, don't buy bitches cars, blah, 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 blah. But if she asks for a go-kart, All right. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Area code 973. Area code 973. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Greg from Lockdown, New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, Greg? How you doing?
Good. Making the best of this whole lockdown thing, man.
Yeah, man.
We just, I mean, the salons and nail salons are kind of down. So you know how women are, reacting to that, man, here in New Jersey.
Yo, actually, this is actually pretty cool. I have a girl, Devin and we have a girl that we pay, or I have a girl that I pay to come to the house and do Devin's hair and do Devin's hair. She's actually doing that tomorrow. So yeah, listen, if you have a personal hairstylist, then yeah, you might want to hit her up. Anyway, go ahead, Greg. What's up?
Okay, interesting. But yeah, man, the reason why women should be very cautious about their women friends is the same reason why men should never have them around.
There you go.
They are very disposable. Like men having women as friends are just completely disposable. They'll use them for anything. But women also use women for disposable reasons too. And what she described in that article is she was disposable. She was looking for a reason to dispose of her, either to blackmail her or to dispose of her.
Wow.
Women, I don't trust women, period.
Sure.
I mean, during this lockdown, I have like 2 women that are literally want to be on my dick right now. I don't trust any of them, but when they don't give me the attention, when they don't give me attention, I just don't say nothing. I just go on my merrily way.
Right, because you know that if they're not giving you the attention or the attention that you want, you know that their attention is probably going somewhere else. Am I wrong?
Oh no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, man.
Greg in New Jersey, I appreciate the call. Yeah, listen, man. Listen. You cannot trust. Listen, and I say this all the time, guys. You don't have to trust a woman to love a woman. I love Devin. I don't trust her as far as I can fucking throw her. I just don't. When women shame me, well, if we don't have trust, we don't have anything. Translation: I want you to give me the space I need to go cheat on you. That's all that is. Well, what's the answer to that, Donovan? If we don't have trust, we don't have anything. Well, I guess we don't have anything then, because I don't trust you. Well, if you can't trust me, then we can't be in a relationship. Appreciate it. It's been fun. All right, let's go to, looks like it's another area code. Hang on a second. Looks like it's another area code 973. Area code 973, the second 973. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's Playboy Hitch Jr. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's
From
going
New
on,
Jersey.
dude?
Not much. I'm the first caller that you ever had that was quarantined.
Damn, dude. So you're quarantined?
Well, they threw me from Boston back to Jersey. I just want to get your take on, like, what will you be doing instead of bowling? Like, what will you be doing for activities? I just want to hear about you, that's all.
Yeah, man. Working out. Working out. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm fortunate enough to have the money and the means to have a really, really nice home gym. And that's what I do, man. Like, I'm going to work out. So, like, Tuesday night, I didn't have bowling. All right, cool. I went and I worked out. We're not going to really be able to do much outside of home. Dude, honestly, I just thought about this. I haven't left my place since Sunday. I mean, I've been in my place since Sunday. This is already Friday. I haven't left the house all week long. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
A lot of women lost their damn minds already. You see Cardi B acting crazy on social media. That's pretty much going to set the standard and bar for the rest of the damn lady population, man. What you think about that?
Well, I don't follow Cardi B on social media, but I wouldn't doubt that she's probably going crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, like we always say, women are self-destructive. I imagine that there's a lot more drinking going on. There's gonna be a lot of self-destructive behavior. And listen, I'm sure, I don't know if you follow sports or not, but professional athletes are self-quarantining now. 3 members of the Philadelphia 76ers organization tested positive for coronavirus. All teams in all 4 major sports have shut down their training facilities. So, and one would think, okay, well, they're professional athletes. They have home gyms. Not necessarily. There's an NBA player,
they
Jared
don't.
Dudley, former NBA player Jared Dudley said, listen, 70% of professional athletes do not have a gym in their house. So professional athletes are going to, if professional athletes are going to be sitting around getting fat, and if it's 70% of professional athletes not having a gym in their house, dude, I would put the number at 98 to 99% of, I guess, the rest of us don't have a home gym in their house. So there's going to be a lot of eating. There's going to be a lot of drinking. There's going to be a lot of fatness going on. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing during this quarantine is just getting fitter. I'll give you the last word.
Thank you, big brother of the Manosphere. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, Playboy Hitch Jr. I appreciate the call. Yeah, man. You guys got to understand, dude. And I don't know, man. If how can I put this? If you're fortunate enough to, and if you have the space to have a home gym, guys, invest in a home gym, man. Invest in yourself, guys. I was actually going to talk about this. I want to say last week, but or I was going to talk about it next week. But next week is going to be what's the show I'm going to watch on Netflix? Next week is Love Is Blind week. But dude, you can never go wrong investing in yourself. Okay? I spent nearly $8,000 on my home gym. I put all kinds of time. $8,000 on my home gym. It's right there in my garage, okay? I pay $600 per month for HGH. I pay another $150 a month for testosterone. I pay what's her trainer's name? I think Devin's trainer's name is, her name is Cindy. Anyway, I pay Devin's trainer Cindy $600 a month to train Devin. She actually hasn't been here since the quarantine. So she's going to have to self-motivate, right? So again, I've invested thousands of dollars in myself. Guys, you can never go wrong investing in yourself. LeBron James spends $1.5 million a year on just his body. This is why he is still freakishly athletic here at the age of 37. Tom Brady spends $2 million a year on his body. This is why he's about to be 43 years old. He just signed a $50 million contract fully guaranteed. $50 million contract fully guaranteed at 43 years old because he invests in himself. If you guys are successful at anything, if you have a little extra cash, you can invest in stocks, you can invest in this, and that, and the other. You can never go wrong investing in yourself because if you invest in yourself, everything else falls into place, guys. Everything else falls into place. Okay, yeah, Devin's trainer. What? Okay, must have been a typo. Yeah, I think Devin's trainer's name is Cindy. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 469. Area code 469. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What up, Donovan? It's Doug from Dallas.
Dub in Dallas. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up? I'm good. I got a question for you.
Sure.
What does it mean? Like 4 chicks hit me up last night. Like 3 of them wanting the D, and then 1 was my ex, like soon to be wife.
Okay.
Like, what do you think because of all the stuff that's going on, they reaching out? Like, what do you figure that means?
Well, I think that's a lot of it is, I think some of it is probably boredom, right? How can I put this? Like, and I'm not trying to say that I'm not trying to say that they don't want to fuck you, right? If they want to fuck, they're definitely trying to fuck. But there are many reasons why a lot of these girls are reaching out because, listen, they're stuck in their house. All they can really do is fuck. And oh, by the way, Dub in Dallas, what month is this? This is March, right? So let's go. March, April,
right.
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We're going to have a lot of Christmas babies here, guys. We're going to have a lot of Christmas babies. Just like the baby boomers were called baby boomers because they were conceived right after World War II. We're going to have this Corona baby generation. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be the Corona baby generation. And so what's happening is that there are all these women who are sitting around with literally nothing to do. That's one reason why they're reaching out. I did an episode called 7 Reasons Your Ex Texts You Out of the Blue. I've actually written an article. Definitely look that up. Definitely look that up, Dub. If your soon-to-be ex-wife is hitting you up, there are many, many reasons why. None of them are good, wholesome reasons. So if I were you, I would ignore the text from your soon-to-be ex-wife and tell her to kick fucking rocks, man. Appreciate the call, Dub in Dallas. Yeah, you guys are going to figure out. Listen, it's getting to be that time. And this thing is going to last for months, guys. Like, don't get it twisted. The coronavirus is not going away anytime soon. What this means is that you're going to have, if you guys have a side chick, or if you have chicks in rotation, or if you have a harem, they're going to be hitting you up because they're not out doing anything. All they're doing is all they're doing is sitting at home. They don't want to be bored. They want to fuck. Yeah, there we are. Lance Need said Corona babies. Yep. Oh, wow. I've had some super chats here. So first of all, shout out to Karn, my newest member. Appreciate that. Karn also sent a $5 super chat, said, just a thought. What if they had group sex on their girl getaway and that's why she didn't think to hide doing it raw from them? I suppose that's possible. Possible, not likely. She had sex with 2 other guys. I mean, if it was a group sex thing, my guess is that she probably would have mentioned that, right? Well, we had group sex, so it might not be. I don't know. Listen, anything's possible, I suppose. Nandina, with the 5 British pound super chat, said you've probably seen it, but there's a Gillette commercial you should break down. Came out last year with massive outrage. Keep it up, my man. Yeah, I actually talked about that before. I've actually broken that one down, Nandina. Appreciate that. Scott Graff on the road with an $8 super chat says, Miami seemed like a ghost town. How many guys become dads on spring break? The hubby doesn't know she left. The hubby doesn't know she let them film. I think that says film. Hopefully I'm not misreading that. Appreciate the super chat, Scott. VV with the €5 says, I live in the Canary Islands. Locals' children's are so different versus Americans that hubby will notice. Black hairs, dark eyes and complexion, Latino looks. Uh-oh. Well, remember, Vivi, she said that the guys that she hooked up with were a group of students that were not from the Canary Islands. So if she did fuck a local and that local is the father of her children, she's not going to be able to keep that a secret. She ain't going to be able to keep that a secret. Oh, no. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go to area code 708. Area code 708, you're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Tony calling from Indianapolis.
What was your first name again?
Tony.
Tony in Indianapolis. What's on your mind, Tony?
Hi, my name is Donovan Sharpe. I talk like a white guy. I don't like black women. I like white girls.
How long you watched the show? What did he say his name was? Tony. Tony in Indianapolis. How long did you say you watched the show?
My name is Donovan Sharpe. I'm not Tony. I'm Donovan Sharpe. I talk like I'm really white.
Well, a lot of people say that I sound like a white guy. But I would say that you actually sound like my Beta Donovan voice, Tony.
Yeah, I used to make YouTube streams with O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We have a problem. We don't really talk anymore.
That's interesting because I used to do streams with O'Shea Duke Jackson, and I don't really have a problem with him. I just don't talk with him anymore. I give you the last word, Tony.
Yeah, he actually fired me, but my show is better than his.
Wait, you said he fired you, but what?
My show is better than his. I have the same amount of subscribers, but my show is better than O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I don't really gauge the success of my show on views and all that stuff, because a lot of those stats can be misleading. But I appreciate the call, Tony in Indianapolis. Let's go back to the phone lines to area code 650. Area code 650, you're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Donovan? It's AJ calling from Shelter in Place, San Francisco.
AJ in San Francisco. How you doing, brother?
Quite well, quite well. Just real quick, that last caller that you're talking to, sounded like it was a troll. Were you just sort of handling it, business as usual, or?
Nope,
I was just curious.
Yeah, no. I knew he was a troll. That's why. And with trolls,
okay.
When people call like that, I'm not going to give them any sort of, whatever. I'll just treat them like a normal caller and let them continue to look stupid. And the funny thing is I think I think he thought I was going to hang up on him, but I let him keep going, right? Like I let him keep going, and he ended up just really just kind of making an ass out of himself. So yeah, that's generally how I handle that right now. So
absolutely, that was brilliant. So in that case, I want to. Hi, this is Tony from Indianapolis, and I got owned by Donovan Sharpe's indifference to my trolling.
Unbelievable,
Dang.
man. God almighty. But listen,
Yep.
to be honest with you, hold on real quick. To be honest with you, Tony in Indianapolis, he actually did a very good impression of my beta Donovan voice. He did a very good impression of my beta Donovan voice, so I will give him that. So anyway, so what's on your mind? AJ?
Yeah, so I wanted to draw upon a nugget of knowledge that you've mentioned a few times in past broadcasts that relates to why we shouldn't trust women in general.
Okay.
And I have to say this point you've made is one of the most insightful, nuanced ones I've ever heard from you. And it goes as follows, and this is for the listeners to realize. So I feel like a lot of listeners might think, oh, if she's not purposely manipulating me, then she's more trustworthy.
Right.
I think you see where I'm going with this.
Okay, yes, go ahead. Tell it. I would love to let the cat out of the bag, but I'm going to give you the shine on this one because this is very good what you're about to say here.
Absolutely. So, gentlemen, the corollary to this is if a woman is not intentionally manipulating you or otherwise orchestrating an act or something to that effect, and she is truly speaking, speaking what she believes is honestly, you still cannot trust that because left to her own devices and solipsistic nature,
boom,
that truth that she thinks is real is going to change. And you can't trust that ultimately, even if she wants to be trustworthy.
What AJ is referring to, gentlemen, is an episode I did it's actually an episode I did a long time ago. I think I did sort of like a remix to that episode, but the episode he's referring to is why you should never believe what a woman says, even if she believes she's telling the truth. Because a woman's truth is always changing. What she says, when a woman says, I love you, she may very well be telling you the truth. She may very well love you at that particular time. That could change in 5 minutes, 5 days, it does. A woman is never chemically identical from one day to the next. So she could love you on Monday, want to kill you on Tuesday, want to have your babies on Wednesday, want to jam you with an ice pick on Thursday, want to marry you on Friday, and want to burn you in an incinerator on Saturday, and then start the whole cycle over again on Sunday. Brilliant commentary there, AJ.
Yeah, and thank you for being the original one to share that knowledge, because it definitely hits home, and I think it really might reshape a lot of people's perspectives on whether or not we should trust women at that particular point. So before you let me off, I wanted to drop a Red Pill song once more for the audience.
Let's do it.
And it's funny that you were talking about working out and need to get up in that sense. So today's song is The New Workout Plan by Kanye West.
The New Workout Plan by Kanye West. I'm actually looking it up right now. The New Workout Plan by Kanye West. I'm going to put the link in the chat for the viewers. AJ in San Francisco, always bringing the knowledge. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. It's so Red Pill song is The New Workout Plan by Kanye West. I'm going to put this in the chat here. I think it's very important that we have guys call in with Red Pill movies, Red Pill songs, etc., etc. One Red Pill song that I actually posted on my Patreon was I'm a Flirt by R. Kelly featuring T-Pain and T.I. That is Red Pill to the fucking core. Abso-fucking-lutely. Red Pill to the core. Give me a second. Ion Prasad says that troll is still a virgin. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. Ace in Spades with the $2 super chat says, love how you handled the trolling phone call. Like, dude, like, trolls don't really... This is the thing with trolls now. What they think I'm going to do at this point, and I would love to see how they evolve, because I know that trolls listen to my show all the time, right? What they think I'm going to do is immediately hang up on them. But I don't do that anymore. I'll let you talk, and I'll let you converse and blah, 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 and then continue to make an ass out of yourself, right? So just like Cameron Barton in the chat just said, yep, he only had one line planned out. You see, Tony's dumbass in Indianapolis thought that I was going to hang up on him after the first line. But I kept him on the line. And he proceeded to make a complete ass out of himself. Just like this other guy, I think his name was Mike in Chicago. I might be getting the name wrong. He said, listen, man, I'm just calling to let you know you're a simp and you're this and that and da-da-da-da-da and you ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. I let him talk. I said, okay, is there anything else? He said, well, no, actually, I'm lying. You're the best and you're the GOAT and blah, 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 blah. That's not what he planned to do. I just put him on the spot. He didn't have anything else to say. So, trolls, if you're going to call me up and troll me, you got to have more than one line planned out, guys. You got to have more than one. Listen, I don't have to be telling you this, right? I'm trying to make it so that you can make less of an ass out of yourself. If you want to troll me properly, you got to have more than one line. You can't be like, Donovan, you're a house nigger. I'm going to be like, okay, great. I'll give you the last word. You got to have something to say. You have to have something else. Can't just have a fastball. You got to have a changeup. You got to have a slider. So, trolls, you got to tighten up the game here, guys. Got to tighten up the game. Listen, I'm not hanging up on trolls anymore. I'll let you go on and on and on. Not worried about it. All right, let us go. Give me a second here. Let's go to area code 931. Area code 931. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
How you doing, Donovan?
How you doing? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is G, and I'm calling from Nashville, Tennessee.
G in Nashville, Tennessee. What's on your mind, G?
Well, basically, I can contest to, buying a woman a car and stuff like that and see how they're going to ghost on you.
Oh, no.
I not only done that once, but I not only done that once, but I've done it 3 times, and one was when I was married.
Oh, well, okay. If you did it while you were married, listen, I bought my ex-wife Darcy a car, right? Now, that was, I'm not going to say that was terrible because she was my wife, but listen, I'll give you a pass for the wife. What I want to hear about are the 2 other ones, the 2 other women that you bought cars for that weren't your wife.
Oh, yeah, well, I was dating this single parent, and, we were dating for like about maybe a year and a half or so. And, she had some kids and stuff. So, I bought her an SUV, and about 3 weeks later, she cheated on me with somebody.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, I mean, I listen, I'm a new listener, and I'm learning a lot of things from hearing what you have to say. And I wish I would have known these things a lot sooner, because that way
90 seconds
saved a lot of money and time and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But yeah. And another thing, last thing I want to say.
All right.
Yes, my ex-wife, she went on a girls' trip to Kentucky Kingdom.
Oh no.
And it was about but this was a little bit different.
Okay.
They went with like about nine females, and that was like a swinger
60
group
seconds.
of lesbians.
Oh my! A swinger. So they were lesbian swingers, you said?
Yes.
Jesus.
They're married, but they do this thing. They do this thing too.
Of course.
So that's the reason why. That's one of the biggest reasons why I divorced her, and she took the kids and everything. So
damn, dude.
That's how it goes. And I did 21 years in the military.
Right.
I'm over here in Fort Campbell, Army soldier.
Okay.
And this is the things that happen.
Well, first off, I do. I thank you for your service. Now, how old are you, G? How old are you?
Well, this happened a long time ago. I'm 53 now. I'm good now.
Okay, so you know what's up now. Okay, good stuff. All right. Well, thanks for the phone call, G.
10 seconds.
He's 53 years old, and don't worry, She says 10 seconds. That means 10 seconds to get in the queue. If you're in the queue, you'll get on the show. Provided that Blog Talk Radio doesn't doesn't malfunction on me. All right, let us go back to, give me a second here. All right, very good. New York's Ninth Wonder says, had a chick pull that I love you line on me, and then not 12 hours later, pull some love as friends BS. Yeah. You guys got to watch that episode. It's called Why You Should Never Believe What a Woman Tells You, Even If She's Telling the Truth. A woman's truth changes all the time, man. Understand that whatever a woman is doing or feeling, it is always fleeting. It's always fleeting. Women never feel the same way the next day. I'm sure there are some days that Devin loves me. I'm sure there are some days where she hates me. I'm sure there are some days where she thinks about walking the fuck up out of here. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys, oh, dude, my girl loves her some Donovan. She would never leave. Psh, please. Dude, I am a hard man to be with. I'm a hard man to be in a relationship with, and I'm a harder man to live with. And if Devin were to walk up out of here, can't really say I blame her. I'm a hard guy to live with. I'm extraordinarily demanding. Listen, it is hard to be in a relationship with a man who makes you wear heels every time you have sex. She's done it now for 2.5 years. Who knows how much longer she'll do it? She's going to do it for at least another night because she's supposed to her period's supposed to start tomorrow. So guess what? I think I'm going to make her wear the leopard print heels tonight. Good stuff. Ace and Spades. Wait, hold on. Colonel Sanders the 16th is in the house with the $2 super chat. He wants to know, will calisthenics be a good sub for the gym? Yes. Myron Gaines, I got to get him on the show because he sent me a message through his fitness app that says my coronavirus workout is ready. My guess is that probably has some sort of calisthenics in there. That would be great. Yeah, Legendary Proof co-signs. It says calisthenics are awesome and very effective. Absolutely. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, let's go back to the... Hang on a second. That was G in Nashville. Excellent. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go area code 321. Area code 321. You're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh, I guess area code 321 hung up. Area code 210. You're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Donovan? It's AJ in San Antonio.
AJ in San Antonio. So I've got an AJ in San Francisco, and then I've got an AJ in San Antonio. I think this is the first time you guys have called back-to-back. What's on your mind, AJ?
Not much. Actually, I think that happened like last week. I called last week, and you said the same thing. So
no shit.
Same day
Okay.
kind of
boy. Wait a minute. I'm claiming to have a good memory. The dementia, the CTE is probably kicking in. So what's on your mind, AJ?
Not much. A couple of things. Actually, one, a good Red Pill song. You have to go with Superman from Eminem. I think that's at the top of the list.
Superman
right
from Eminem is absolutely wow. That's a good one. Superman by Eminem. That is Red Pill to the fucking core, man. Good call on that one. God damn.
Sir, and right quick before I get to my main point, I called a little while ago. I think his name was Dub. The reason all these exes are hitting you up, women are getting bored. They don't know what the hell to do, and they can't sneak around as much or talk to their side guy out in the open. But also, like, I don't know if you listen to Coach Greg Adams. He's always talking about the barbarian at the gate. They're starting to go broke too, so they're starving for attention. They're starving for money. They just need things to do. They're lining people up. That's part of it. That's the main point. They're starting to go broke. Rent's got to get paid. They need money for groceries, kids, whatever the fuck.
Yep. And you know what's interesting, AJ? Like, my guess is that, and again, this makes sense. My guess is that your exes, your ex-fuck buddies, whatever the case may be, they all start hitting up dudes that are fucking them usually around the end of the month, right? Listen, it's the 20th. The end of the month is just 10 short, or actually 11 short days away. That could be the reason. That's actually pretty. That's actually good intel, man. I hadn't thought about that.
Yes, sir. And my main point, going back to what you the video or article you broke down, you did touch on this, and so you didn't really gloss over it. But I'm kind of shocked that people aren't outraged about it, and even the author. Dear, whatever the fuck her name is, English version of Dear Aggie, I can't remember her name.
Right.
Her response, she glossed over it too. how is there not any more outrage and or over the potentiality for the can't think of the damn term right now.
Paternity fraud?
Paternal fraud.
Yeah.
Paternity fraud, yeah, because, I mean, that's a big deal because as more guys are finding this out, they're trying to go back, get their kids, get off child support, but they just really seem to gloss over it like, yeah it's kind of wrong, but the big outrage was, well, you don't want to destroy your family what you have now. And to me, that's always been a stupid, lame-ass argument. Yeah, you don't want to blow up the family because of the kids. I don't know how old her kids are. I don't know if she mentioned that. I kind of want to put them through that.
They're
like
8 and 10. They're 8. Yeah, they're 8 and 10 years old. That's what she said.
I mean, so yeah, they're kind of young, but I mean, they're in that middle where they can kind of start getting stuff on. You don't want to blow that up.
Right.
At the same time, I mean, to me, the whole taking that to your grave of you're going to pass this kid off as his or whoever's it is, assuming it's not his, that's a much bigger deal than this isn't going to destroy your kid. Kids grow up faster. I would like to say I'm Generation X. I'm like with you. I'm 40.
Yeah.
So right there, yeah, divorce kind of sucks, but it's not going to destroy kids anymore. Kids grow up a lot faster. I don't think they're as smart as we were. They learn faster, but there's not as much common sense. That's another issue for another time.
Of course.
It's not going to destroy them. If anything, they're too distracted to care. I mean, they'll care, and it sucks. My parents are divorced, but it's not going to destroy them. But that can destroy a guy's life in a multitude of ways. Emotionally, financially, whatever.
Yes.
That seems to get glossed over. Oh well, don't destroy what you have now, but you might destroy him in the long run. I'm just surprised, especially her and them, but even guys calling in or you kind of seem like, yeah, it sucks, but the bigger outrage was over just, I don't know. So
just fucking three
guys. Weird with me. And I don't have a personal stake, so no, it's not one of those. I don't have a personal stake. But I'm seeing it more and more as obviously the internet and we have more technology. It's coming to light with a lot of guys, and it really can destroy a guy. I mean,
absolutely.
I'm a fireman, so you get a lot of guys that cheat and stuff. I get all that. But you see that shit, it's destroyed a lot of guys' lives, and I don't know how these women live with it. So I'm just kind of, that's what I want to say on that. Guys, I mean, almost maybe demanded a paternity test. A wife shows up and she has a history of, she goes out on girls' trips. If you let her do that, I don't know why, but she does that, you may want to get a test. And if she says nope, then you already know your answer. You need to get the fuck out. So that's all I want to say, man.
Okay. I appreciate the call, AJ AJ in San Antonio. Appreciate the call. I'm actually gonna put the article back on the screen because one thing that I actually said that I was gonna get to, and I guess I was just running short on time, but I'm actually gonna quickly do it here. I'm going to put the comments up here. And callers, I see you in the queue. Just sit tight. I'm going to get to you guys in just a second. Let me get the call-in number off the screen. So let's go to the comments here. Because what AJ just said, he's surprised that there's not more outrage because of the paternity fraud. What the hell is my skin flaking? Anyway. So the first one, Mrs. Peel says, Deidre, bad advice. My advice would be if you're 35 and you would automatically get amniocentesis done. When at the test request, a paternity test to be performed, bring something of your husband's to be tested, hair, whatever. When the results come in, if he's not and he's not the father, you have to come clean. You have to accept whatever fallout comes. The truth will eventually come out, and two people will be hurt: your husband and the child. If the test comes back the baby is his, then I would say you received a Hail Mary, and I suggest you keep your legs crossed. Drink less when you go away for a girl's weekend. How about not going to a girl's weekend, period? Like, this girl was going to fuck another guy or three, whether she drank or not, right? She's only using that, well, I drank. She's using that as an excuse. And then the guy right under her says, you are a true woman. She says, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment, which means she knows that it absolutely is not a compliment. She says, yeah, sure is. I'm a military man. I know how it's like to be cheated on. Let's see. Another guy, Chris Granger, says, Katie, come on now. We all know it's a lot more than 3 blokes. Even if you can narrow it down to which week, you should have enough to do looking after Harvey and the others. Suppose the staff will manage another. I don't know. That's going off on a tangent there. Strange Days says, whoever wrote that advice should be dismissed and banned from agony aunt duties. I can never find myself in that situation, but good God, I feel sorry for the guys that do. Yep. Steve Chi making fun of it. Was it a man with BBC? Your husband will find out soon. That's very true. Like one of the commenters said about the locals. Comprehending Rage Comprehending Rage says exactly what AJ just says. This is extremely damaging. This is an extremely damaging thing to do to any man. I can do no better than quote from William Collins' excellent blog, The Illustrated Empathy Gap, on the subject. It says, quote, at least 10% of... Wait a minute. Oh, I'm clicking my goddamn screen like a fucking idiot. It says, quote, at least 10% of fathers... This will be the last thing I read from the comments here. It says, at least 10% of fathers are helping to raise a child which they believe to be theirs, but it's not. Paternity fraud is unique in being an extremely heinous crime, and also extremely common but never prosecuted. The financial fraud involved is huge, but the emotional abuse is worse still. Imagine the sociological explosion. If 10% of mothers discovered that the hospital had sent them home with the wrong baby. But oddly, men are just supposed to accept this, despite the fact that a reliable, cheap, and very simple DNA test will establish the truth. But in the UK, the de facto position is that a man cannot get a legally accepted DNA test without the mother's permission. In parenthesis, he says, and a man who does not already have parental responsibility is breaking the law if he carries out an informal DNA test. In short, he says, a man is not permitted to know if a child is his, an outrageous human rights violation. A man, whatever his suspicions, will be disinclined to ask the mother for a DNA test because this would be an admission of lack of trust. The solution is simple. The law should require a DNA test automatically for every man who plans to accept paternal responsibility. At present, the state colludes with women to get a man, any man, to pay child support to avoid the state having to do so. Wow! Wow. Wow. That is quite profound there. Who is that? Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. That was quite profound there by Comprehending Rage. Yeah. Listen, man, paternity fraud, dude, oh my, man, I can't even, listen, man, I know what it's like to find out that my girlfriend cheated on me. It is the worst. Oh my God, dude, you can't eat, you can't breathe. Oh, it's the worst. It is the worst thing to find out that your girl cheated on you, man. That is that's the worst thing in the world, man. That is the worst kind of pain. I'm here to tell you, I've experienced it many times. I can't even begin to imagine raising a child that I think is mine and then later finding out that my girlfriend or that my wife cheated on me and that kid belongs to the man she cheated with. I don't know, dude. I mean, listen. Dude, I don't know, man. I think I know what I would do, but I want to keep this YouTube friendly. I don't want to make any suggestions, but I would probably need a very, very good lawyer. I probably need a lawyer better than the one that I had in Vegas. Holy shit, man. Yeah, Legendary Proof says soul-shattering pain. I can't even begin to imagine. Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh boy. All right, let me regain my composure here. Thinking about paternity fraud that has never befallen myself. Area code 512. Area code 512. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, it's me?
Yes, sir. It's you.
Oh, hey, Donovan. My name is Nathan, and I'm from Austin, Texas.
Nathan in Austin. My sister lives out in Austin.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. My sister and my brother. So what's on your mind, Nathan?
I'm actually, yeah. Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
So I'm actually fairly new to your channel.
Okay.
I don't want to come across as bitter and like, but I'm at the early stage where I'm just frustrated with women because something mind if I tell you what happened to me recently?
Okay. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I just I'm 23 years old, about to be 24 on Sunday, and just had a girlfriend for like a month and a half. It didn't last very long. And basically, first of all, what do you think about polyamorous relationships. Is that like a beta simp move, right? Because that's what my roommate likes to have.
Yeah, polyamorous relationships only happen with ugly people, Nathan. Like when you see porn movies, when you see when you see mainstream movies on the silver screen or whatever, they glorify polyamorous relationships. The people playing the characters of being in a polyandrous relationship, they're always attractive. This is not the way this is in real life, Nathan. And there are a couple of reasons for this.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me finish.
With that, but I mean,
the point is this: the reason why they're never, it's almost like lesbians. Like there's no such thing as lipstick lesbians. This is what Devin always says, and I 100% agree with her. The reason why is if a woman is attractive enough to get a man, there's no need for her to be with a woman, right? Like there's no when she says lipstick lesbian, she means beautiful women who are lesbians. No, you get enough attention and dick from men, you never want to become a lesbian. Most lesbians are unattractive women. Yeah. That's just how this is. That's just a fact of life. And if they're not, if they are attractive and they're lesbians, chances are they're probably just going through a stage. That's just how that is, right? Some women really do have sexual attraction towards other women, but you'd be surprised that the percentage of lesbians that are unattractive. That's just how it is. Well, it's the same thing with polyamorous relationships. Yeah. If a woman, the reason why attractive people are never in polyamorous relationships is because they don't want to share other people, the other people, least of all men. If a man has a hot wife, he doesn't want other people fucking his wife, Nathan. That's how this works. If people are ever in a polyamorous relationship, those people are always ugly. They're always unattractive because they don't have any other options. And it's always the girl who's fucking 8 dudes and the guy is only fucking her.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to tell my roommate. That's fucked up. I never agreed with that, and I was trying to. Yeah, because something. Well,
listen, Nathan. This is your inherent masculine hard drive coming out. This is your hard, and you don't understand why you don't agree with it, but it's because of who you are. If I have a girlfriend, I don't want her fucking other people. Like that's just how that goes.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was that she. We would hang out every once in a while, but then I found out she was.
How long? Wait, you said hang. Hold on. Hang on. You said hang out every once in a while. How often?
She goes to ACC, so maybe once a week. She'd come over and we hang out. But
okay, ACC, is this Austin Community College?
Yeah, Austin Community College.
Okay, you got to understand, you're talking to a national audience here, Nathan. So if you're going to use regional acronyms, you got to spell those out for us.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's Austin Community College. Right. So she goes every morning, and whenever she has time, she'd come and spend time with me. But then I found out she's started messing with some other guy.
Okay.
Just some 30-year-old dork that goes to school with her, and she just had all kinds of excuses. And so basically, long story short, I ended it because, obviously I was just a disposable option to her.
Okay.
Because just going to the same school was enough. Because I didn't go to that school with her.
Right.
So
she
started getting all. Huh?
Wait, real quick. What kind of excuses was she giving you?
That, first of all, she just didn't like that we couldn't hang out. She just didn't like being in a relationship where she can't spend time together as often. And she doesn't really like long-distance relationships.
Let me stop you right there.
You're walking distance away from me.
Just hold on a second. Hold on a second. Listen, and I know you're angry and you have every right to be, right? But I'm about to put you up on game. Never ever let a woman tell you what she doesn't like or what she doesn't want. She will always show you. One of the first things you learn about red pill awareness is never believe what a woman says, watch what she does. Okay? I was living in Vegas. Dude, I fucked girls down in fucking Indian Springs, Nevada. Okay? That's, I don't know, that's maybe, well, if you speed, it's a half an hour away. The point is I've had girls drive up twice a week. They thought they were well, of course, this was on me. I misled them in thinking that she was my girlfriend. They weren't. I'm fucking other girls. But guess what? They had no problem with that long-distance relationship. Would you like to know why? It doesn't matter why, right?
What?
It doesn't matter why.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter why. So if she tells you, well,
Yeah.
I just don't like having a long-distance relationship, that's just an excuse. Just like this girl who went down and fucked 3 different dudes on her vacation, she gave all kinds of reasons as to why it happened. No, you fucked 3 guys because that's what you wanted to do. Didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Didn't have anything to do with the guy putting his arm around you. Didn't have anything to do that it was last minute. Didn't have anything to do with the fact that somebody canceled at the last minute. No, you wanted to go down there and get fucked by 3 guys, so that's what you did. Your girlfriend cheated on you because she wanted to cheat on you.
Right. Yep. So, but then I ended it basically. But then she still wants to be friends, though. You know.
Would you like to know why?
She got all apologetic with me.
Would you like to know why she still wants to be friends? Would you like to know why she wants to be friends?
Well, yeah.
Okay. The reason why she wants to be friends is because she knows that you still like her, right? She knows that you still are sexually attracted to her, right? The reason she still wants to be friends is because she wants all of your she wants all of the benefits of being in a relationship with you without any of the costs, which means pussy. She's using the other guy. The other guy is there for all of her sexual needs. She wants to use you for all of her non-sexual needs, Nathan. When you fuck a girl, when you're in a relationship with a girl and she cheats on you, but then she says, "Listen, I'd like for us to be friends." You don't even have to fuck her, right? You guys could go out on a couple of dates and she says, "Look, I would just prefer that we be friends," right? The reason why she wants to be friends with you is because the guy she's fucking is not taking care of her non-sexual needs. She needs somebody to do that. That's you. A woman can never, and understand this, Nathan, women are never friends with guys that they don't think want to fuck them. You understand? A woman is never going to try to be platonic friends with a guy who doesn't want to fuck them. Because if the guy doesn't want to fuck him, she can't use him for anything. You understand what I'm saying? She only wants to be friends with guys she knows wants to fuck her or have fucked her. So when a girl says, "Hey, I know I cheated on you," or "I know that nothing's ever going to happen, but let's be friends," she doesn't really want to be friends with you. She just wants to use up all of your time and get all of your non-sexual attention while she goes out and fucks other people and tells you about it. I'll give you the last word.
Okay, yeah. And you know what? The reason I gave her a chance is because I thought she was different. She's one of those, like, shy, introverted girls that she doesn't even... I use Facebook a lot, and she doesn't get on social media hardly at all. She's not very outgoing.
Hang on a second, Nathan. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. So you said that she's a shy, introverted girl. She's never on Facebook, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let me extend that. She's not on Facebook that you know of. Nathan, of course she's on Facebook. Of course she's on social media. You don't think that she has a social media account and has you blocked? You don't think she has a social media account that's completely private and nobody can find unless she sends him a friend request? And here's another thing, Nathan. Does she own an Android or an iPhone?
I think it's an iPhone.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you can cheat with any kind of phone, Nathan. But iPhones make it almost too easy to cheat, Nathan. iPhones make it extremely easy to cheat. There's a commercial on iPhone. There's a commercial that Apple did. And I swear I'm going to let you finish this, but you seem to need to know this. Apple did a commercial, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 months ago. And it's this, it's this thing where there's more information on your phone than in your home. These are your private thoughts and they should belong to you, right? What that commercial says is, listen, everything on your phone belongs to you. These are all private thoughts. In other words, don't violate my privacy, which is another way of saying that everything that I do should only be with me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what iPhone is famous for, is all those privacy features are quite literally helping people cheat. You can, dude, with an iPhone, Nathan, you can turn off certain alerts for certain people. If certain people are texting you and you don't want your phone to alert, you can set that to silence the alert. So your side piece could be texting you all day long. You could have your phone right there in front of your girl. She'll never know. Ever. That's just one of the many features on iPhone that makes it extraordinarily easy for girls to cheat. This is probably why you had no idea your girl was cheating.
Yep. I met the guy, though, when I went to see her at her school.
Okay.
And, then I ended it. And then when basically I stopped talking to her. I distanced myself from her.
Good.
And
Good.
she's still on my Facebook. She likes my posts every once in a while. You know, I can tell she still, you know, wants to be friends, wants to talk to me. I just really don't pay much any attention to her anymore, though.
Listen, Nathan. Wait, did you say you want to just block her? Is that what you said?
No, I'm wondering if I should just block her.
Nathan. The answer is yes. Of course you should. Of course you should block her. And listen, I'm not trying to bag on you here. The reason you haven't blocked her yet is because you're not over her yet, right? And I get it. I understand because this happened not too long ago. But you need to block her. You need to block her on Facebook. You need to block her phone number. You need to completely separate yourself from her. Because girls know, Nathan. Girls know. And thanks for the phone call, Nathan. Girls know. They know when somebody still likes them. They know when a guy is on their line. A girl never reaches out to guys they know they don't want to fuck because they want to fuck them. No, they want all of that non-sexual attention. They want all of the attention. They want all the benefits of a relationship, the validation, spend time with me, listen to my problems without any of the cost, without giving up the pussy. No, it don't work that way. Not here in the House of Sharpe. Not here in the House of Sharpe. By the way, guys, I'm working on another book. You guys have heard of the 48 Laws of Power. Well, I'm going to write a book called The 48 Laws of Sharpe. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but that will be my next book that comes out. Let's head back to the phone lines. Next up on the line is my man, Big Brandon, head of TSR Security. Brandon, how's it going, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm headed over here taking an entire truckload of materials to Amazon.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Well, you don't have the coronavirus, do you?
Not that I know of.
I'm just fucking with you, man. What's going on, dude?
With the amount of nasty ass strip clubs I've ever worked in before, I think I'm immune to it.
Man, yo, that might be why I hardly ever get sick, right? Because I've stuck my dick in listen, I fuck so many goddamn strippers raw, man. I'm probably the antivirus for every STD known to man. Jesus Christ.
Man, I was like that when you were saying about married women or women in relationships not wearing condoms.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A couple of strippers told me, you know, the reason why they don't wear condoms with side dudes.
Why?
Right? It's the smell. The smell. They're due to smell latex. Because what the girls will do when they cheat on them with their side dude, a lot of the girls, the dancers were telling me, right, they'll go home and have sex with their dude. So that way it throws them off. Like, okay, he doesn't suspect things. I'll just give him some real quick. That way I end my guilt and I'm doing them both.
Wow. Oh, shit. That's what, dude, because check this out. I've dated 6 strippers. They all cheated on me. And oh my God. Listen, again. So the great Donovan Sharpe has got. Unbelievable. I had never even thought about that. So that's one reason why. Jesus fucking Christ. Listen, now I'm rewinding all of these. I'm like, wait a minute, I know this bitch did. Brandon, you done fucked up my goddamn world, bruh.
Sorry about that, my man.
No, hey, that's all right.
So sorry about that.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, man, you hurt me to my heart, but I'm gonna be all right. God damn, bruh, I never thought of that, and it makes perfect sense because, condom has a very strong latex smell, and you can smell the latex in the vagina, right? Like you can smell it, dude. I fucked this girl, dude. I fucked this one girl. I fucked her 7 times. I only had a 6-pack of condoms 7 times one night, right? I fucked her literally 7 times. Had to fuck her all the 7th time. Well, guess what? I still smelled the condom residue down there. Unbelievable. Oh my God. God damn, dude. Hey, you hurt me, dude. So I was probably fucking my goddamn stripper girlfriends after they had got. Oh my God. I've been cucked.
Yep.
I've been cucked. Unbelievable. Happens to the best of us.
I'm trying to tell you, man. And the other thing, you know how you were telling us that tonight, you know, you and Miss Deb are gonna have one last fling before.
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to beat that period.
Well, you know what I do with my lady when it's that time of the month? I put on my Jason mask and act like it's a horror flick.
See, that's the thing, man. And I think I don't know, maybe, I don't want to say that I'm getting bored with Dev, but every once in a while I would fuck Dev while she's on her period. I don't really do that anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm busier. I don't know what it is, man. But like I said, she does have other roles, man.
It's not boredom. You're just busier and your mind's going to other things right now.
Yeah, dude.
So you're like, okay, I'll use this time to step my game up or, to increase my value. You're like, okay, this is a week where I can engage in Donovan time kind of speak now. You're like, oh,
it's weird,
she wants
man.
to use it as her time.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it as my time.
Because when because here's the thing. When we first moved in together, my podcast was not this, right? I'd spend, I don't know, 15, 20 hours a week doing only my podcast. Like right now I'm probably working between 70 and 90 hours a week. I'm not kidding. I work a lot of fucking hours, and I just don't, like, my mind just isn't there for sex, at least not as much as it used to be. Unbelievable. Man, listen, Big Brand, you just rocked my fucking world over here, man.
Anytime. Oh, and that earlier caller, that fool, I'm not even going to give him the label of troll. You do know he was admitting he was a fan because he knew your content.
Yes. That's
why I was laughing.
Yeah. Listen, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Is he called up, oh yeah, I had a beef with O'Shea Duke Jackson and he fired me. Oh yeah, that nigga absolutely follows your boy, man. I'll give you the last word, Brandon.
Yeah. The last word is this, gentlemen, right now in these trying times, we've had a few good things happen. One, last night we had a prime time Donovan Sharpe episode.
Yes, we did. TSR prime time, bro.
I asked you to keep it up. I asked you to do the big four. I asked you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And gentlemen, stay safe out there.
Big Brandon checking in from whatever city and state that he was calling in. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, that's unbelievable, man. Brandon just came, like he just gave me a lot to think about, right? So what Brandon said is that the reason why women don't, or stripper bitches told him that they don't use condoms when they cheat on their boyfriends, is so he doesn't smell the condom. He doesn't smell the latex. Oh, shit. That's why this is why I never knew when these fucking bitches cheated. Oh, my God. I feel like I got to wash my dick off now. Jesus. Hey, listen, it happens to everybody, guys. It happens to everybody. All right, let us go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 404. Area code 404, you're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, man, what's up, man? Can we just call me MD and MIA?
MD.
I'm in Miami.
All right, MD in the MIA in the 305. What's going on, man?
All right, man, I got two stories, if it's okay with you. One about cheating and one about what's really going on with the coronavirus, man.
Let's do it, man.
I'm on the front lines, and it's not good.
All right, go ahead. You got it.
During my medical education, I dealt with a psychiatrist who trained me. Smartest guy I ever met. Brilliant dude. About a year ago, and I was dealing with him 3.5 years ago, but a year ago I heard he killed himself. And I was like, he killed himself? Why did he kill himself? He's brilliant. He's youngish. He's got money. Dude, he got a chick pregnant, married her, found out the kid wasn't his, and killed himself.
Oh, my God.
And that's a real deal tale of what happens, because he waited until his 40s to meet a chick, marry her. Hot chick, too.
Of course, of course.
And I know he killed himself because he was embarrassed, because he'd taken her around his people. Everybody knew. And it just got to him. So, it happens to the best of them.
It does. It does. Fucking hell, dude. God
now, as far as this coronavirus, I'm going to tell y'all something. In the next week, there's going to be military on the streets.
Oh, yes, there is.
There's going to be no interstate travel. So my advice to you is, if you can. Oh, I'm listening.
No. So what you're saying is that we're very close to them closing the borders. In other words, we're very close to them saying, hey, you cannot travel from state to state.
Yeah, dude, they're treating this like anal sex. Like, you can't just shove it in. First you put a thumb in, then you try the head, and then you work your way in.
Well,
and
hold
that's
on.
what they're doing to us right now.
Real quick, MD.
Trump
Hold on, real
and
quick.
all the government.
Listen, real quick, MD.
They knew what was going on.
Hold on. Now, that's not how I do it, right? As far as anal sex for me is concerned, listen, I'm trying to tell you, my thumb's not going anywhere near her asshole, right? I'm going right for the head. If I can get the head in, I can get the rest of the cock in, but I'm not doing no test finger. Nope, not doing none of that stuff. Only my dick goes anywhere near her ass. I'm just letting you know. I guess the government likes to do it a little bit slower, which makes a lot of sense, but I'm not like that. Not your boy. But please continue.
Well, government style is, they're hitting it from the back, doggy style. They lick their thumb and they run it around a circle.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God,
down,
that's so
then they
fucking
put in the
gross.
thumb.
That's so gross, but you're right. Oh, shit.
But real deal, I'm down here, man. Number one, I had to stop my training at the ER. I won't name the hospital.
Okay.
Because I had to take my medical licensure exam. While I was taking my part 3 of the exam was when Wuhan started. This was before the new year.
Wow.
Now, we get stuff from the National Health Institute
right.
regularly updating our stuff. They were talking about this then. They were talking about a pandemic then.
Damn.
And at that time, when I went out for New Year's, that shit was already here. We just didn't know it, man. I'm telling you, flat out. Now, the government knew, and everybody sees the news of where they dumped their stocks in January. So they did insider trading, which, for the record, is not illegal for people in the Senate and people in the government.
Wow.
So they did that. They knew. But they didn't want to just shut the economy down all at once. Because if they did that, it would be worse than it is now. Now, as things progressed, we were getting warnings from my friends. They were telling me, like, yo, look at this new warning. Yo, look at this new warning. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So they're saying if these people have these symptoms, we got to PCR DNA them. And I was like, oh, man, that's crazy. So I was like, okay, my test, my examination I had to take was on this week on Wednesday.
Right.
On Tuesday night, I got the message from the testing center, all United States medical license exams are canceled, period.
What?
And we don't know, maybe July you'll be allowed to come take them. So plan on this lasting at least through July.
Oh, my God.
And it's going to be double bumps.
Listen, this is what we're hearing. We're hearing that this is not just a 3 to a 4 week story. We're hearing that this is going to be a 4 to a 5 month story. Now, there are people in the chat asking how you know this, and I think you said you're a medical professional, right?
I don't want to. I have an MD and a PhD.
Okay.
Know Sammy J. He knows me.
Okay.
So you know I'm not bullshitting.
Gotcha. Nope. Then I know exactly who you are. I know you're definitely not bullshitting. Okay. And this is interesting. Did you have anything else, MD in Miami?
No, I do. I have some real shit for you. You don't understand.
Well, please believe. Go ahead.
This is going to peter. And what happens is, they're going to try to get us back into the economy once they stabilize it or whatever they want to call it come June. But you see, once people go out again and they start getting around each other, the infection rate's going to bounce again.
Right.
But, it's not going to be as bad because once September hits,
right,
and you'll see, because once things start to get cold, it's going to be a real double bump. And young people will be affected as well as older people. And the reason I can tell you this, look at the Spanish flu in 2018.
Yeah, right.
Look at what happened with that. Look at the initial numbers, then it went down, then it came back with a vengeance the next year, and they thought it was over. And that was during the microscopic era.
Yeah,
now, that's the real deal that they're planning us for. And I have friends in the hospital. And in the hospitals here, the shit they're not telling you, all of those non-essential procedures, not only are they canceled, they got due to our pathologist. And for the record, so y'all understand, a pathologist, he does not interact with patients. He just, like, somebody dies, they weigh your organs, they look at tissue samples, shit like that.
Wow.
But they have 1 year of internal medicine training. They are no longer doing any non-essential pathology shit, and they're doing double shifts. And this is in Miami, the epicenter, and I'm going to take it a step further.
Okay.
I live on the water, so I see all the mansions. All those mansions, their boats are gone, and they are fucking gone because everybody knows you don't want to be in a major city. Yes. I'm just telling you what I'm really seeing.
This is fucking crazy.
The way it's been going.
Let me ask you this, because Donald Trump just said that I think he said that there was a vaccine, because people in the chat are asking me about the vaccine, but I also saw that, okay, they have a vaccine, but it's like, I think the testing could take up to a year. What do you know about the vaccine, if anything? What have you heard?
Number one, vaccine schmaxine. Number one, the coronavirus is not a coronavirus. Coronavirus is a family of viruses. So the common cold is a coronavirus. You know, the shit that we try to make a vaccine for every year, but then sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't.
Right.
That's in the same family.
Let me stop you right there, MD.
Let
me stop you right there. This is why people see on the back, if you have a can of Lysol and you see on the back of the Lysol, it says all the stuff that it kills, streptococcus, blah, 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 blah. Coronavirus is on there, right? So when they say that it kills, right? So what you just said makes sense. Coronavirus, that is a family of viruses, meaning it kills the bacteria that causes colds. Wow. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So I would just specify for the sake of completeness, we have bacteria and then we have viruses. Okay. So viruses are one thing.
Right.
Bacteria are considered another. Just to keep it, because what I'm about to tell you makes so you understand.
Okay.
When people say, "Oh, we're going to give you chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin," what they're really talking about is the people that we get that we're having the biggest fucking, well, I'm not there anymore, but the people that they are getting that are having the biggest issues are people that are making it through the virus and then subsequently getting a bacterial infection when their immune system's weak. Damn. So if you take steroids of any kind, let's say you have lupus and you're taking steroids as an immune suppressant,
right?
Or if you've had chemotherapy, or if you're overweight. People don't understand, when you're overweight, you're taxing the hell out of your immune system.
Jeez.
If you have diabetes, you're taxing the hell out of your immune system. And those are the people that we are getting that are younger, where they try to say, "Oh, but young people get it too." All the young people I see are obese. Yeah, we had a dude, 29 years old, but he was obese, and that's why he got it, and that's why he died. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So most of the young people that you're seeing getting it,
they're obese.
Like
they're
they
overweight.
Had a family where 3 chicks died. All 3 of those chicks were obese. If you look at the picture.
Damn. And you know what? It's interesting.
That's real shit.
Here in Philly, they showed a picture. I think it was during like an NBC special. I think Dev and I watched it last night. It was a family of 7, I think, in New Jersey. All 7 of them caught the coronavirus. Yeah, all 7 of them caught the coronavirus. I think 4 of them died. Guess what, MD? They were all overweight. They were all overweight, man.
If you look at the wedding picture, only the chick getting married was skinny and she didn't die. And something else they won't tell you, a lot of these single mom nurses that are overweight, they're getting it.
Oh,
and I mean, when I say they get it, because we all get it, but when I say they get it with complications. I would like to clarify that.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure I had it. But I didn't have any complications because I ain't fat.
Right.
I don't have any, comorbidities.
Damn,
so,
dude.
but just get ready, because I'm telling you right now, they're already quietly calling up. They're telling you that they're only calling up the medical part of the military to help. Nah, bruh. They're calling up the military because they're going to start blocking and shit off. You're not going state to state, and and that's what the reality of the situation is. And you're going to see part 2 of this next year, late October, early November. That's the real hit. What we're seeing right now is a preview. You're watching the previews of what's coming. The real shit is going to happen then. And that's my honest to God shit. I have a PhD. I don't want to go into it because I don't want anybody to dox me.
No, I got you.
But my PhD is science related to bacteria, and my MD is an MD, and I've taken most of my exams except for the last one because it's canceled. And they're talking about something else y'all don't know.
Okay.
They have a thing called residency match for doctors.
Okay.
There's a bunch of people. Match day was yesterday. So there's a bunch of people who matched who have not taken their last exam, and they went ahead and waived that motherfucker for a bunch of people. They were just like, listen, I know you haven't taken your last exam. We don't know when you can take it. It's waived. You're showing up to the hospital for work in July.
Oh,
and that's what's happening.
Wow. What you are describing, MD, is martial law. That's what that is, man. Like, that's what that is. If the military is going to get involved and they are literally blocking off, and again, if we're talking no interstate travel, then that means the airports are going to shut down, right? Like, I mean,
airports are done,
dude.
They're done now.
Oh man,
the airports are done.
Oh, Jesus
dude, the airports
Christ,
are done. And here yesterday, I was on the beach with my friend from the ER because I was commiserating that my test had been canceled.
Right.
And we watched one by one as cruise ship after cruise ship just went out to sea. And when the cruise ship stopped, they dropped off everybody that was on them, whether they were quarantined or not. Now, some of the people they dropped off, y'all don't know this, the people that work on those cruise ships come from third world countries, Eastern Europe. They're not citizens because they just work on a cruise ship for 6 months. They dropped them off too. So I was talking to some of them, and there was chicks that were like, I'm not American. I don't live here. And they just dropped me off and told me what I do. They're just walking around. So the desperation is starting to kick in down here because, and don't forget the people that work, all the restaurants are closed here. Everything is closed. Restaurants, hotels.
And listen, I'm texting
they even closed offices.
Listen, man, I'm texting back and forth with Miami J, and he tells me, dude, he's been telling me, dude, it's crazy down there. He's telling me it's crazy down there. So, in your opinion, MD, give us sort of and again, I don't want you to give away any proprietary information. What if you were me, right? And we have people all over the world who listen to this show. What is your best guess in terms of a timeline? What is your best guess when things really shut down? What is your best guess in terms of when this thing is over, or when interstate travel is going to be restricted? What's your best guess on a timeline for this?
To be very real with you, if you look at Europe has already closed their borders. So Germany, you can't go to Switzerland. They've already done what we are about to do. So my timeline is, I actually would have done this earlier, but they're trying not to have panic because, dude, I'm telling you, see, down here, it's tourism industry. So we have people here who don't live month to month. They live week to week.
Right.
It's like, okay, I'm going out. I'm getting tips. Those people haven't worked since basically Saturday when the cops had to shoot up South Beach to get everybody gone. So already at the grocery store, there's people that don't have money who are just trying to run up out that motherfucker with food. Who are asking, like, please buy me some chicken. So if those checks don't come out, and I mean yesterday, that's a huge issue. And the women, they gonna be desperate as hell because most of the chicks in South Beach downtown and all that Brickell area, the ones that have roommates, they rely on like nails, hair, working at a restaurant, and they haven't had nothing come in for starting a week. I'm already getting chicks hitting me up. What are you doing? You want to hang out? And they want food. They don't want to just hang out, Netflix and chill. They want to Netflix and eat. Now let's just say miracle happens and they get the money in everyone's hand in 2 weeks and they can stave off brokenness.
Right.
They already said down here in Florida, no rent for 3 months, no evictions for 3 months, and then after the 3 months, you have 6 months to make up whatever you owe them in back rent.
Oh my God! So, now the landlords are going to be on the hook. They're the ones left holding the bag.
No, but they said also no mortgages. So basically, they're putting it on the corporations. See, This is a stepwise approach to try to get everyone to chill, so that when you come and you're trying to drive to another state, it's not going to be some violent, crazy, desperate shit.
Right.
Because they are keeping the food coming. To their credit, they're keeping the food coming. So the shelves are stocked as long as you get there in the morning.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
this is unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
This is crazy. I got a chatter, MD. His name is Vivi. I can't pronounce his name. He says it's been going on to the European Union. He lives in looks like he lives in Spain. He comes from Italy.
Shut down.
Wow.
Have you seen the numbers out of Spain? Have you seen the death numbers out of Spain?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
That I have seen. They're dropping dead like every hour.
And take it another step further. In Miami, when I still thought my test was coming and I was studying 12 hours a day and I wasn't partying, up until Saturday, it was packed, just like Italy was 2 weeks before all the fam got covered with shit. So the same thing is going to happen here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And like I said, it's not going to be the COVID infection. It's going to be the fact that people aren't going to be able to get treatment. They're going to try to stave that off. Now, number two, people like me that are like, okay, I've got guns. I've got enough money to get me through some months.
Sure.
But fuck around and don't let the electricity come on. Fuck around and don't let the water be treated. Like, fuck around, let that shit happen. You got 72 hours before it's going to collapse. Fuck around and let the internet get overloaded because everybody's at home playing video games. Everybody's at home watching you. That's what I'm doing.
Well, there we go. Yes, of course.
Yeah. If the internet stops and we can't get information,
oh my God,
and all you have is armed men outside your door, you don't want that situation.
Jesus Christ, man.
So,
dude, listen, check this out. I'm supposed to be in Reno, Nevada right now. I was supposed to fly out to Reno yesterday. I was supposed to come back on Sunday. I canceled my trip a week and a half ago because things got a little bit too real. But what you're saying, we connect the dots, it all makes perfect sense, man. And I think it's interesting. I think a lot of people, MD, are like, well, listen, the United States, we're in a good position. We don't have that many people. We don't have that many confirmed cases. The reason we don't have that many confirmed cases is because we're not testing people, man. The only people that are getting tested are professional athletes. And oh, by the way, Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz has it. Donovan Mitchell has it. Just found out that 4 players from the New Jersey Nets have it. Another 2 players from the Los Angeles Lakers have it. 3 people right down the street, the Philadelphia 76ers, they have it. Those are NBA players, right? Those people only come in contact with so many people. We're talking about those people compared to the average everyday citizen that comes in contact with all kinds of people. So if the numbers are this high in the NBA and in professional sports, I can't even imagine what the numbers are like in Miami and what the numbers are going to be like.
Oh, even higher. You see, you don't understand. You say NBA players don't have that many people. They go to one nightclub.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to shake their hand and take a photo.
Wow.
They have bottle service.
Wow.
And then it's going around. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody's going to have it. It's not about even having it in the death rate. So what I'm trying to say is we all are going to, let's just say 50% of Americans have it. And I personally believe I have had it and got through it.
Okay.
Minor symptoms. Okay? You go to the nursing home to see your grandmother.
Yeah.
That's when the shit show starts.
Yeah, man.
You talk to a couple of fat chicks. You talk to somebody with diabetes. What was the name of that chick? The one that everybody got mad at on social media, used to date Justin Bieber?
Oh, I don't know. Who is she?
Vanessa Hudgens or whatever.
Oh, Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah, that dumb bitch needs to stop talking shit. She has a kidney transplant. She takes immunosuppressants.
Oh, shit.
She is the risk group, bruh.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you, man. Fuck with HIV and you haven't been tested, you're going down. Okay. That's the first hump. So you got a bunch of dead old people, a bunch of comorbidity people that are dead. Okay. We're done. Everything's over. We're back to normal. We're all back at work. It's August. It's great. See, we're having festivals. It's September. It's great. It starts to get cold in October. Then it comes back with a vengeance. And keep in mind, the virus wants to live. It's going to do what it needs to do, which means it's going to start mutating like the regular COVID viruses we're used to do every year. And then you got another going down. And then we're going to see real social distancing then. It's going to be when doctors are scared to go to the hospital. That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh, my God, dude.
So if you got any questions of that nature, I'll tell you. But to tell you this much, man, for me to go and look out and see no one, I mean nothing, no one, except at the grocery store, that on this date at the peak of season is crazy. The Winter Music Festival's not here. All that shit's not here. And what was the name of that black politician who got caught doing meth with a hooker?
Oh,
he was doing meth.
I forgot who you're talking. Yeah.
Supposed to be. Okay, that happened. Now, just to put this in perspective, that was last Saturday during the big gay festival here.
Oh my God!
So that's how recent it was. A party here was Saturday.
Oh my God, dude!
So,
dude, the numbers are gonna explode there, man.
And those people were from everywhere.
Oh my! And they're probably back. They're probably back in their. They're probably back at home now, man. Spread it even further, man.
Everywhere.
Listen, MD.
Just keep that in mind, man.
Listen, MD. I have your phone number. The phone number that you called me in from, is that your cell phone?
Yeah, it's my phone. It's the same number it's always been, man. You know.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just making sure. I'm not trying to put your business out there on Front Street. I would like to do a Q&A show with you. And listen, you are a medical expert, right? You have an MD, you have a PhD. I think the information that you've given here over the last 20 minutes or so, that's the best information I've received. I've watched all sorts of TV specials and this and that and the other, and we see all the horrible stuff going on TV, but no one is really telling us anything until just now. So if it's all right with you, sometime this weekend, I'd like to have you on for about an hour just to talk a little bit more about this, if this is okay with you.
Shoot me a text. We can do something Sunday. Lord knows I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. You're not studying for anything.
They won't let me go back in to the hospital.
Wow.
They won't let me back in. They said no new bodies, no new training unless you have already got residency. And my job doesn't start until August anyway. And it's going to be some shit. So
shit, man. Well, MD, listen, I will definitely be sending you a text message, man. Because I think this is a very important conversation to have. I'm going to screen grab your phone number. I'm going to shoot you a text as soon as I'm off the phone. Listen, thank you very much for taking the time and calling the show, man. I think a lot of people got a lot of information they were looking for. I got one question here before you go. Ace in Spades wants to know how long you took to get through how long it took for you to get through the coronavirus, or for what you believe was the coronavirus. I'm going to be
very real with you.
Okay.
I had mild symptoms of what I thought was the flu. It took me 24 hours, man. Like I literally woke up one day feeling a little shitty. Kind of was like, all right, I'll drink some water. Had the shits.
Okay.
Was pissed off because I was like, why am I shitting? And then when I woke up the next day, I was already on my way back. You know, because I'm telling you, it's mild. If you're young, if you're 55 and you take care of yourself and you don't have fat around your waist, I would like to be very specific.
Right.
It's not about your BMI. It's about, are you holding a lot of fat around your midsection?
Gotcha.
If you are doing that, you have metabolic syndrome. You are essentially immune deficient. If you have diabetes, if you have HIV, if you are on immunosuppressive drugs, or if you are obese, or if you have hypertension that is untreated, you are essentially immune compromised.
Jesus
period.
Christ, man. Unbelievable. And what you're hearing now is that there are some players, again, Marcus Smart of the NBA, coronavirus. Kevin Durant has coronavirus. Now, Sean Payton says he's the head coach for the New Orleans Saints. He's got the coronavirus, but he said that his symptoms he says he's basically asymptomatic. He's not experiencing the chest or the coughing or the flu-like symptoms. So we could be talking about another strain. Maybe it's mutating. Maybe to come back.
Thank you for
even
using
stronger.
Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Oh, are you still there? Oh man, that's it. Well, listen, I'm gonna have to definitely send MD a text and get his ass on the show to do a coronavirus special, man, because that was incredible information. I have never, and again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I don't know any of this stuff. I know just as much as you guys do. But to have a medical professional come on here and say, "Hey, look, guys, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse." Ace in Spades, he said it took him 24 hours. I did hear that. He said by the next day, and again, he doesn't know if he had it, but he suspects that he might have, right? He was asymptomatic, except for, of course, he had a little bit of fatigue, and he had the shits. By the time he woke up the next day, he said he felt like he was already on his way back. Wow. What a call. Dude, what a call that was. Like, that was incredibly informative. That was incredibly informative. He kept it all the way real. And again, Miami J can sign off on this guy. He can sign off on this guy. This guy absolutely knows what he's talking about. So, yeah, I am absolutely definitely going to have this guy, MD, on the show. I'm going to try to get him on tomorrow, man. I'm going to try to get him on tomorrow. Man, that was incredible. Holy shit, man. Okay, let's read out the... Wow, the super chats are steady coming in here. Shout out to James Young with the $5 super chat. Says, Deidre obviously read the article with the guy who raised 3 kids who weren't his. He says, let's try that again with another super chat. Deidre obviously didn't read the article on the guy in the UK with cystic fibrosis that raised 3 kids that weren't his. Wow. Queued up with the $5 super chat. Said his first ex cheated on me and gave us both herpes. Do you think it's still possible to get with a high-value girl while having herpes? Yes, it is. Because I have a very good friend. Who has herpes, good-looking guy. He still fucks chicks. He still does. I'm not suggesting that you do, because if you have herpes, you can deal with that, Valtrex, whatever the case may be, and you can't always give it to people, right? But he's a good-looking guy. He has herpes, and last I checked, he kind of pulled back a little bit, but he's had it for a while, and he still dude, last I checked, he had slowed down, but yes, it is absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. Gas All-Stars with the 5 British pound super chat says, CB, these girls aren't loyal. Yeah, these girls, yeah. Chris Brown, loyal. That's Chris Brown featuring Lil Wayne and Tyga. Loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. So they used to bust all kinds of nuts at work. Believe me, the ones very good, kind men at home were the worst kind. Yep. That goes to what Nathan and Austin was talking about. He's like, yeah, my girl was introverted and this and that and the other, and she was never on social media. No. She was absolutely on social media, number one. And number two, the introverted girls, the most introverted girls, those are some of the nastiest hoes out there, guys. Nastiest shows, or nastiest hoes out there, man. Real talk. Francis Animage with the $2 super chat says, awesome work as always, Donovan. Paul Godin with the $10 super chat says, you've been doing that to me since I started listening to you. Every time you drop some truth, I start thinking back on previous relationships with the, oh, wow, that's what happened. Yeah, Big Brandon did that to me. I was like, oh, shit, that's why I never caught these fucking strippers cheating on me in the act. Because they never used condoms. And the reason why they didn't use condoms is because the girl has the condom smell in her vagina. JB84 with the $2 super chat says, mind blown, abso-fucking-lutely, man. Depson Fabe says, how to be a member, guys, to access the chat. On my homepage on YouTube, there is a join button. Click that button, and you can join. JB84 with the $5 super chat says, say what? That medical school test cost more than $1,000 just for your information. It's a big deal for them to waive it. Yeah. Like, listen, they're waiving a lot. Listen, according to MD, he's saying, hey, look, guys, I know you got 1 or 2 tests to take before you get your medical degree or whatever the case may be, but we're going to waive it for you because we need doctors. We need y'all to show up. We need y'all to show up. We need you to show up to the ER, to the hospital. Ace in Spades with the $2 super chat says, Don, how long did it take for MD to get through it? We already answered that. Sardonic Pet with the $2.79 Canadian dollars. I appreciate that. First name, last name says, I'm not going to lie, Donovan. I thought you were taking the coronavirus too seriously, but after listening to this, I'm going to the store for more food. I already have guns and ammo. This is crazy. Listen, guys, and I don't know. Like I'm the kind of guy like better safe than sorry, right? You don't want to go completely overboard, right? Like there used to be a show. I think there probably still is a show on it's either on A&E or TLC, one of those networks that exploits people, like My 600-Pound Life, this and that and the other, and all kinds of crazy plastic surgery. But there's a show called Preppers. Extreme Preppers, and these are lunatics. They build like underground bunkers. They're hoarding food and ammo and they do like drills and all this other kind of stuff for the end of the world, right? I'm never going to be that guy. Like, I'm never ever going to be that guy. You have to live in the present. Don't live in the future. Have goals, but you can't be preparing for something that is likely not going to happen, right? But now that scenario could be upon us. You know what I mean? And I don't have the space or the area to become a prepper, but that doesn't mean that I'm not taking the coronavirus seriously, right? And listen, this guy, first name, last name, says, hey, listen, I admit I thought you were taking it too seriously. Guys, Devin's mother's boss has a friend that works in the CDC, okay? Devin's mother called us, I think, almost 3 weeks ago. She called me up. She says, hey, Donovan, listen, just want to let you know the shit's about to hit the fan in the U.S. with this coronavirus thing. She said it's not that big a deal now, right? But it's gaining traction. She says, you guys need to get food, toilet paper, blah, blah, blah. You guys need to get stocked up. I took that seriously. Devin and I told you guys when it happened. I said, listen, Devin and I went to BJ's and we stocked up. I don't know if I suggested that you guys do the same thing, but dude, we went to BJ's and spent $500. We got and we got those 3M masks as well. We paid like $120 for like 7 or 8 of those masks. So we have the masks. We have plenty of alcohol. We have peroxide. We have disinfectants. We have everything we need. We got plenty of meat. We've got bread. We got plenty. Like, we're good. We're solid. Even now, Devin puts in a new grocery order about every other day. We have groceries delivered to the house just about every day. So we are definitely getting stocked the fuck up. For sure. For sure. And like I said, I'm never one to be, the doomsday preppers, ace in spades. I'm never going to be the guy who's going to be Mr. Doomsday Prepper. Right? But when Devin's mother called me, I was like, you know what? It's really time to start taking this seriously. Like, she only calls to talk to Devin. Sometimes she'll call. I think one time I talked to her for half an hour. I've talked to her dad for 15, 20 minutes. But she says, listen, this is very, very important. You guys need to get to the grocery store, and you guys need to stock up and make sure you guys are ready because the shit is about to hit the fan. And something in me said, you know what? I think there's something to what she's saying. Her mother would never call with that. Like, her mother's not one to just badger us all the time. She only calls when it's something important. That was important. I'm glad I took her seriously. VV says, by the way, get masks. In Spain, we are completely out for the next 2 months. See that? Devin and I think we have like 8 masks. So we have 4 masks apiece. Wow. Unbelievable, man. This is craziness. All right, let me read some of the chatters in here. By the way, if you guys have questions for MD about the coronavirus, send them to me. TSR at donovansharpe.com. TSR at donovansharpe.com. If you're a patron, send them to me in the Patreon messaging. TSR at donovansharpe.com, because you guys are asking a lot of very good questions. Very, very good questions. Ace in Spades says that he really appreciates it. Very good. VV says if you you know what, VV? He says if you want, I can join to talk firsthand about how it is in Italy and Spain. VV, send me an email. Send me an email, man. TSR at donovansharpe.com. I definitely want to have you on the show, because dude, you are out there. You are in Spain. You're on the front fucking lines, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Hit me. Listen, send me an email. Send me an email, man. Definitely got to get that guy on the show. Definitely got to get that guy on the show. We've got our latex gloves as well. We have our latex gloves. Shout out to Matthew Basie, who just became a member. Appreciate that. Vivi says get gloves too. Yep. He says get more. Shit, I don't know if we can get any more, man. Damn, dude. This is crazy. Yeah, listen. Vivi Vaccaro Vane, I think that's how you say your name. Yeah, send me an email. I'm dead serious. TSR at donovansharpe.com. I gotta have you on that. I gotta have you on that stream, man. Gotta have you on that stream. All right. Big shout out to all of my super chatters. Lance Sneed, Pug Dad, Mike Free or Frey, Grovelite, Miami J, Josh Jericho, Chris Heine, Charles Reinhardt, KG. Said, my bad on missing your shows. Been doing 89 hours a week now. Love your show. God damn. You and I work the same kind of hours, dude. Holy shit. Vivi, I see you in the chat. Hang on a second. TSR at donovansharpe.com. There you go. Copy and paste that into your email browser and send me an email, man. We definitely got to do this. Playboy Hitch Jr. Yeah, Pimped Out Geese says he's got to watch the replay. What I'm going to do, I'm recording this. As soon as I get off here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut out the section that MD had. I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to post that on YouTube. I'm going to post that on YouTube tonight. Okay? So you guys don't have to worry about going through and picking through. No, I'm going to post that on YouTube tonight. I'm also going to post it on Patreon. I'll post the video and the audio version on Patreon so you guys don't have to, burn your battery up doing video and audio, because that was good information. That was very good information. Octavius Mewborn Jr., appreciate you. Charles Merchant, Eon Prasad, is that Lance Sneed again? No? Yep, Lance Sneed again, yes. Karn, Nandina, Scott Graff, VV, of course. He says, I live in the Canary Islands. Absolutely. Jay Bailey, welcome to the Mod Squad. Ace and Spades. Colonel Sanders the 16th, James Young again, Q-Dub, Gas All-Stars, Francis Armage, Paul Godin. Macmillian with the $10 super chat says, what's up, Donovan? I'm from New York. I'm a big fan of your videos. Always getting something out of your content. Love the breakdown. Love your breakdown of the Womanese language, LOL. Yes, the Womanese course is coming, guys. The Womanese course is absolutely coming. I am in the midst of hiring models for the course. I'm in the middle of that as we speak. So it's going to be in, what is this, March 20th? Yeah, my course will be out before the end of next month. That's going to be a game changer. JB84, Sardonic Poet, says, thanks, MD. Appreciate that. First name, last name, Jackson Doss. Chris Whitaker with the last minute $5 super chat. Nandina says, just came back from Italy to London 2 weeks ago. Got my parents locked down in Rome. If you want to chat about Italy, yeah, send me an email, Nandina. TSR at donovansharpe.com. It's a couple of chats above you. Yeah. I would definitely listen. I'd love to have all of you guys. I'd love to have you. I would definitely like to have anybody who's in Europe. Hit me up. TSR at donovansharpe.com. Absolutely. Shout out to my callers. My callers, Greg in New Jersey, Playboy Hitch Jr., Dub in Dallas, AJ in San Francisco, and then, of course, Tony in Indianapolis. Appreciate Tony in Indianapolis giving the show a call. G in Nashville, AJ in San Antonio, Nathan in Austin, Texas, Big Brandon, and most of all, MD in Miami. Hopefully I can get MD in Miami on the show tomorrow. I'm going to do a coronavirus special show tomorrow starring MD as well as VV. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.